Yo, 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 what it do? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. Listen, man, I hope y'all are feeling great. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Listen, we have a lot of things to cover today. There's a lot that's been going on. We got to get into it because, dog, let me tell you, people be wilding out here in these streets. So we gonna get into it. But first, we gotta tap into some of our icebreakers first to get the just kind of get us going, just to kind of get a feel of how everything is popping up, how everything is going. So with that being said, before we get there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification because it allows us to continue to keep pushing out great content for you and allows us to find more people that really want to come over here and rock with us. And if you want to become part of the Free Agent Society, make sure you tap in to the Patreon. Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into our first video of today. 20-year-old says that she wants to know, is it going to get easier in life? With inflation going on, people not being able to make a good livable wage, they want to know, is life going to get easier? So we're going to get into this video and we're going to give our thoughts and our opinions. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rock out.
Early 20s, how are you doing? Because I am struggling. And I have to constantly remind myself that I am in early adulthood. And for the first time in my entire life, I am in complete control of my life and I am completely responsible for myself. And that is too much. That's a lot, especially coming from childhood where you are so taken care of. For the first time in my entire life, I have to decide my finances. I have to do taxes. I have to figure out what to save, when to save, how to save. I don't know yet. But apparently I feel like I should be putting money somewhere to save for things. And then I also have to choose a career.
Okay, so first and foremost, before I let her continue to finish off what she's saying, what do you mean you don't know if you should start putting money away? What do you mean you don't know if you should start saving money? What do you mean by that? Yes, you absolutely should. This is something that should have been taught to you in high school, let alone middle school. And if you want to take it a little bit earlier, yeah, elementary school as well. These are some things that I think where a lot of parents do drop the ball, and I think that's why we need to start having financial classes in schools. I think we need to start implementing those. There needs to be a program. This is what we need to start protesting in the world. Things that actually matter. So you won't have 20-year-olds getting out here in this world and trying to understand life and trying to figure things out on their own when they should already have a baseline and foundation of how to operate in this world. What do you mean you don't have a savings? What do you mean by that? But hey, listen, if you come tap into the Patreon, I can teach you. I can show you the things that I've implemented in my life and how I'm actually saving money the right way. But let's get back to the video.
It has to make me passionate and happy, and I have to either go to school for that or not, and the society has input on that. And then I also have to decide, am I going to be a healthy person? When do I eat? How do I eat? What do I eat? How do I take care of my body? How do I physically, like, self-care? What do I do with my time? That is so much. That is so much to just do well all of a sudden. When before people told me where to be, when to be, what to do, where to do all that stuff, I was taken care of.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's okay. That point is fair that you were always taken care of. People told you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. But however, there's still, even with people telling you how to do it, what to do, and when to do, you still should be able to learn and take some of the things that you have learned and implement it in your actual life. Because guess what? Those things are still foundation. That's still a foundation that you have built over time. So what are we complaining about again? What are we complaining about? I'm trying to understand it. What it sounds like to me is that you went into a world, now I can blame the parents on this. What it sounds as to me is that somebody just wasn't prepared enough, or they didn't care enough to pay attention to realize that one day you're going to have to go out here in these streets alone. Now, from the looks of it, it looks like she's still in her early 20s, which by that, I would say, well, you need to go back to your parents' house. You need to go back home and figure some things out to get yourself together. You don't need to be out here struggling alone by yourself. Go back home to your parents' crib. Go ask some questions, figure some things out, start understanding and learning how to save money properly, get you a nice little job to get yourself build yourself a financial foundation, so that way you can actually get in the world and be able to operate effectively. Because you telling me that you don't know how to take care of your body, you don't know how to eat right. Okay, well, information is at your fingertips. Figure it out. Be resourceful. Look up some things. Like, hey, listen, I'm a Caucasian woman. She, from the looks of it, I could be wrong. She anywhere between 5'1" and 5'4". So I'm a 5'1", 5'4" woman. I weigh about anywhere between 115 to 125 pounds. I want to make sure I'm able to stay in shape. How am I able to do that? And I'm pretty sure it'll give you a good solid guide on how to take care of your body, just on the basic functions of your body and your life. Let's be 110% honest. A lot of times the reason our lives are hard is because self-inflicting wounds. We make decisions without the proper knowledge. We make decisions because we just want that one thing, and we make a lot of decisions that put us in debt. It's not a fine. Let's be 110% honest. We don't hear people who got money hooping and hollering about inflation. We don't hear people who actually got money crying about the gas prices. We don't hear people who actually out here who made the right choices in life and who's making bread. We don't hear them talking about the prices of eggs. We don't hear them talking about the prices of milk or groceries alone. They're not online talking about, oh, well, I went to the grocery store today and I bought 10 items and it cost me $100. First of all, what store are you going to where you buy 10 items and it costs you $100? Where you shopping at? How are you shopping? What items are you buying that's going to cost you $10 it's going to cost you $100 if you only bought 10 items? I appreciate your real life, PJ. So I'm trying to understand something. Somebody give me some insight, because I don't know. Last time I checked, I'm still a human being. I still have to go to the grocery store, and I have never bought 10 items in my life and it added up to $100, unless one of those products was very expensive. And I'm talking pushing anywhere between $50 to $60. That's the only time. Other than that, if I'm buying basic groceries, bro, you can buy a lot of groceries and still be under $100. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Pretty darn well. And now it's just all on me? And I'm supposed to just be thriving? No, I will take my time. But I put a lot of pressure on myself. And if you also put a lot of pressure on yourself and you're in your early 20s and you feel like this is all a lot, bring it in. You're doing a good job. I know you are.
No, you're not.
Because there's no way you're not. Because it's a lot.
No, you're not.
Look at my hair. I love you. You rock. You got this.
And this is where that false positivity comes in. No, you don't have it. You don't. No. We got to get back. We have to get back to calling a spade a spade. You don't have it. You don't know how to save money. And it's only going to, listen, the situation is only going to get worse as you get older. So you better figure it out while you have the opportunity and the chance. Look at the people before you who have struggled. Look at the people before you who didn't save their money properly. Look at the people before you and see, if I don't figure it out now, if I don't get things together now, I can end up like this person. I'm trying to understand. Listen, bro, I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand it. You still young. Go back home with your parents, figure it out. Go get you a brokerage account. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, one of those. Get you a brokerage account. If you got a job, listen, understand and learn how to take a certain percentage out of your paycheck and have a certain amount of money going into your brokerage account. If you don't know or understand stocks, you should actually, the best way to do it is to get you an ETF or invest into the S&P 500. You won't, I promise you will not regret it. And don't look at it, just let that amount of money come out of your paycheck. You know how they say pay yourself first? That's what we mean. Have a certain amount go right into that. Make sure you pay attention at your job if they offer 401k, if they match at your 401k, if they match your 401k, listen, opt into that as well. So therefore you have a certain amount going into your 401k, and boom, the company that you work for, they're going to pay a certain percentage as well into your 401k. And you just let that thing rock out. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't do nothing. Just let it build up over time. And now you're going to forget about it. And a few years later down the road, you're going to have a couple of 10, 5, you'll have a couple of 10, 15, 20, $30,000 in your account that you ain't even touching. And you still in your early 20s. So mind you, your skills are only going to get better. You're only going to get better jobs. You're going to make more money over time. So with that being said, your money is going to compound. And by the time you turn 45, 50, you can retire if you wanted to. Because the more money you make, the more money you're going to want to invest. And then once you start to understand how the money actually works, and you start to, you know what, let me really dive into these stocks and see what's actually what I like, or the things I want to invest in. Now you start to do benefit cost analysis. You really start looking into the things that you're interested in, and you start to put your money into it. So no, if you don't have it, stop lying to people. No, you're doing great. No, you're not. You don't even know what's going on in the world right now. What do you mean you're doing great? No, you're not. No, you're not. But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. And if you actually gain any value from this video, make sure you share this with your family and your friends.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
I got a question for y'all. Can y'all hear that music? Can y'all hear that music in the background? My dog, what up with it? What's the word? Looks like it's rebranding week. I switched up my design on my second channel and artwork for this one. Yes, sir. Y'all can't, is it too loud? Or is it faint? Can y'all hear it faintly? Or is it too loud? You can do that as well. It's good. Okay, so it's not too loud. All right, bet. That's a bet. That's all your boy needs to hear. That's all your boy needs to hear. Maybe one down, but it's good. All right, bet. I got you. Just a tad bit down. I got you. Bam. There we go. How about now? My dog, what up with it? Let me turn it up just a little bit for the homie. You know what I'm saying? This is on one of his beats. I told him I was going to use some of his custom tracks on the show. Some instrumentals. He said music break? Nah, this ain't a music break. This is just my background. It's just gonna be my background music. I said I'm gonna start adding some background music. When I play as I'm playing videos and as I'm giving my thoughts and opinions and things like that. So, but I wanted to make sure it's faint, that it's not drowning out my voice or the video that we're reacting to. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that that's good. No, I don't yet. I don't have intro and outro with the music yet. But I'm trying to figure out some things that I want to do with it. Because I got some other tracks too. that he sent me that I want to use. So yeah. All right, so I want to go ahead and move over to this next topic really quick. So there's this lady, and she's saying that she's questioning, is leaving her husband, will she regret leaving her husband?
Is there anybody?
Because she's been with him for 3 years. And she's like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. So we're going to get into it, and then we're going to give our thoughts and opinions. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rock out.
Out there who got divorced and like regrets it, especially women 35, 40, 45, please tap in and let me know, because at this point I am like probably not 99, maybe 89% sure that I'm probably going to be divorced within the next year. So I can't stay with this. I can't be with you. I can't. And I feel like I've tried so hard. So I've been married for 3 years. People always ask me. And it's really gotten to the point where it's like the past like probably 2 months have just been the worst. To where it's like, oh, maybe we just call it. Maybe we just call a spade a spade. But then I'm like, I remember when my parents got divorced, and I do not want to put, like my son through that. But also doing it for the kids is not enough. Love is.
Here we go. My nerves. I feel the itch in my nerve. I feel it. So y'all got into it over the past 2 months. Y'all only been together 3 years. 3 years. So I got a bigger question. How long were y'all together before y'all actually tied the knot? That's my question. I want to know. How long were y'all together before y'all actually tied the knot? Because if you about to risk it all because of 2 months of a disagreement, which I'm pretty sure is very petty. What up, Trees? Which I'm pretty sure is very petty. Then you about just as dumb as the people down the hall in the classroom. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That classroom that's down the hall, y'all know what I'm talking about.
It's not enough. Getting married, I kind of regret getting married for love, because I damn sure didn't get married for money. But I'm also just like,
So you a Christian. So you can't put Christian and then say I'm ready to divorce after 2 months. Nah, pimpin', it don't work like that. When you make a covenant, nigga, that's you supposed to operate within that covenant. He ain't put his hands on you. I'm pretty sure there's no verbal abuse. I'm pretty sure there's nothing egregious going on in that relationship. But for some reason, you don't have the wherewithal to say, you know what? I'm going to fix myself. I'm going to fix my issues that I may have with you as a person. And then I can talk to you about the issues. I'm not going to speak to you like I'm your mama, but I'm going to speak to you because you're my spouse and I want this thing to work out. So I want us to grow together. And I know we're going to improve and evolve over time. And I want to make sure that we're growing together, that we always remain equally yoked, right? I want to make sure that we're always aligned so that way we can get to the end goal. Y'all aren't having conversations anymore. Y'all aren't talking. One bad thing goes wrong, next thing you know, you're ready to jump ship. And then got the nerve to talk about you being a Christian. Where? Listen, I'm profiling today. I'm profiling. Don't nothing about you say Christian. Let me be 110% clear about that. Don't nothing about you say Christian. Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we start to learn to profile a lot of different things. I don't see Christian. Nothing about you says Christian. I'm gonna be 110% honest. Nothing about you says Christian. I'm pretty sure from what I see right now, what I visualize, I'm pretty sure you advocate for the ABC community, live and let live. Or love and let love. I'm pretty sure you're a part. I'm pretty sure you agree with that. Probably more so leaning towards a feminist mindset. Pretty sure. I could be wrong. Listen, I'm profiling, but I could be 110% wrong. But I'm just going based off of what I see right here. I think you choose to use the word Christian because I'm pretty sure your parents may have been in the church. They probably brought you up in the church or whatever the case may be. So you may have a basic understanding of what the Bible is, and so therefore you call yourself a Christian. But you're Christian, but your values and the way that you actually operate versus you calling yourself a Christian don't align with each other. Just with this video alone.
No, you know, like whatever it is, we can work it out. It's you and me against the world. But it's like, damn, do I want to be miserable? How long do I want to be? How long do I want to be miserable for? And the thing that I also hate is like people. I feel like people don't share this part of marriage.
Mm-mm. And I know y'all love to make this love never find me to death, but I do think there's something to be admired about a love that endures.
This part of marriage, like when people are in the thick of it, because I was watching this interview with like DeVal and Kadeen, and I think he said the first 3 to 5 years of their marriage was like hell, but they stuck it out, and now they've been married for what, like 10-15 years, and they, you know, seem to be happy. I don't know, but it's like
I want to know. Here's my question. So here's my question. I'm curious. I want to know, ladies, young ladies, for those of y'all who hadn't been married in life yet, what do you expect in a marriage to look like? What do you expect the marriage to look like when you go into a marriage? When you got the butterflies, you got the flutters going in, you feeling good, everything, the sun is shining brighter than it ever could, you seeing things differently, right? What's going on in your head? What's going on in your mind when you say, you know what, I want to get married to this person? Is it just that initial feeling that you have, or is it real deal sitting back and realizing, yo, this person is dope, dog. Not only are they dope, our values are aligned. Yeah, there are some things that we disagree on, but yes, for the most part, I can rock with this person. I can see myself with this person for the next 10, 15, 20, or shoot, the rest of my life. What happens? Are y'all expecting everything to be sunshine and rainbows when you're married? Y'all skipping down the street together, holding hands, sitting on the tree? That's what y'all expecting? Because y'all still do realize that life is going to be lifing. But it's easier to operate in life with somebody that's aligned with you versus somebody not being aligned with you. So it goes back to my question. What kind of conversations are y'all having when y'all get in these relationships? Or are y'all even having conversations at all? Are y'all having hard conversations? Because there's no way you're going to sit here and tell me, if you've been dating a person, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of y'all are already courting each other. Some of y'all are already moving in with each other before y'all even get married. So you ain't finna sit up and gas like me. So you've been living with this person, you've been kicking it with this person for this long. You mean to tell me that you don't know nothing about them, or you haven't gained a sense of who this person actually is? And now you 3 years into marriage and y'all have an argument or y'all have a disagreement, and all of a sudden you want to call it quits? Some of y'all endured to the end with y'all 9-to-5 job. Regardless of how much you hate that job. Regardless of how much you can't stand your manager. Some way, somehow, you still figure out a way to get up every day and go to that 9-to-5 job. Well, listen, if you hate the job so much, why don't you start applying for other jobs? Man, I want to apply for other jobs, but I don't know if I really want to, because, now I got to go through all the different changes. I got to do all this. So I'm just going to stick it out here. Okay, well, how about you just stick it out in your marriage? Because your marriage is more important than that job. That job can let you go at any given time. Any given time. And don't need to give you an excuse. They don't owe you anything after they let you go. But that person you devoted your life to, that you said I do to, that's the person that you willing to call it quits on at the slightest bit of friction. Make it make sense to me, dog. What's wrong with y'all today? Are y'all just getting in there for the title? Just to say that, oh, I did it, I got married. Cray, what link are you talking about, brother? What link are you talking about? So help me to understand it, y'all. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. And then look, to add fuel to the fire, then you want to get online. Why are you getting online talking about this? Why? Why are you getting online having this conversation? Help me to understand. I don't understand it. Help me to understand. Your problems aren't going to be solved online. Talk to the person. Talk to the person that you devoted your life to, that you said I do to. Talk to them about that conversation. Yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard conversation because guess what? Nobody wants to hear that their person wants to divorce them. Nobody wants to hear that because they was expected to ride this thing out till the wheels fall off. But guess what? That doesn't mean that it's over. You have the conversation. Let them know. You let him or her know your gripes. Like, listen, man, I've been struggling. And maybe it's a me thing and maybe we can figure this thing out together. But there's some things that I have concern about. And I want to figure out how we can fix this area over here. Or no, I ain't gonna say or. And you can also focus on the main things and the main reasons as to why you got involved with this person in the first place, and you hold on to that while you work out everything else. Like sweetheart, I love you to death. Go to the ends of the earth for you. Do everything I can to make sure that you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you straight. But I do have some questions. I do want to ask in regards to this. Because I do love you, because I do care for you. I do want to see us grow. I do want to see us be as the best version of ourselves that we possibly can be. And you have the conversation. But y'all don't do that no more. Y'all get online and y'all cry, gripe, talk about, hey, is it worth it to get divorced or would you regret it? There's many videos now where a lot of women saying that they regret getting divorced because they thought the grass was green on the other side. Now they can't do this thing called life by themselves. Now it's, oh, where's my person at? Okay, you had your person, but you decided to let them go because you were listening to all of these bum broads online and listen to what they talking about, giving you false positivity, lying to you, talking about that they happy when they really aren't. Listening to the Melissa Fords, listening to the Tracy Ellis Rosses. Yeah, they sound good. They sound like they're happy in public, but guess what? Behind them closed doors, they crying they tail off. They don't have nobody that they can consult with. Your friends, cool, you got friends, great. You can go on trips with friends. It's fun, it's cool. But guess what? You still got to go back home to that cold, empty house by yourself. But one day, hopefully, man, hopefully y'all will learn one day, bro. Hopefully. But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification. If you gained any value from this video, make sure you share this with your family and friends. And don't forget to tap into the Patreon, my good people. Link is in the comments and as well as in the description.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
You said the link, Craig, you said the link doesn't work? Let me see if the link doesn't work, bro. Let me, because I don't know if you're messing with me or not. So let me double check and make sure that the link is working. Give me a quick second, my friends. Yeah, there we go. Now we on the up and up. The channel looking good. That's why I like that shirt, guys. That's what I like to see. You won't walk away from me. You said the link doesn't work. Let's see here, pimping. You lying to me? The link does work. Something might be wrong with your phone, brother. Something might be wrong with your phone. The link, it goes straight to the Patreon. What are you talking about? Probably need to refresh your phone or something, big dog. It definitely works. The link definitely works. So go figure it out. Cause I just went in, I just clicked on the link and it actually works. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right. So let's go to this next topic. Man. Don't want to talk about that one. Nah, I'm good on him. I don't think I want to talk about it. We good. Let's go. I'm talking about y'all. It's a lot of things going on out here in these streets. You hear me? Let's go. I'm waiting for the WNBA. Oh, you waiting for that WNBA topic? Oh, trust me, we gonna get there. Don't worry, we gonna get there. But before we get there, I want to get into this this Drake topic. Listen, bro. I'm gonna say this before we play this video. Here's my thought process in this. I'm gonna say this is entertainment. I'm gonna call it entertainment. I think it's just a plight for views, for virality, for clicks, to stay relevant. Because I guess Drake was on this little dating thing, and you know, one of the girls that was a part of it is Lena the Plug. Y'all know Adam 22's wife. So apparently she came up, she done tossed her ring, then gave him a hall pass, and then Adam 22 had something to say about it as well. So I'm telling y'all right now, we're gonna take this with a grain of salt. But I want y'all to also give me y'all thoughts and opinions as well. I want to know what y'all think about this too. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Wow.
Wow, I've had this dream before. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Good. Probably not gonna go over well.
Hi.
How are you?
Lena.
Nice to finally
Oh,
meet
yeah,
you.
I recognize you.
Hello.
So do I.
How's everyone?
That
Wow,
was a weirdly long hug.
I just like that moment. It's been
it's
coming.
been lingering.
Well, you have a husband. Why are you here?
Wait, hold on. Actually, can someone hold this for me?
I can't. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All right.
Lena, right this way.
Oh,
Thank you
that's
so
it?
much.
All right.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
the intro.
You guys are
We're
gonna have a
go on
date later.
Bye. Wow. The plug.
Hello again.
Hi. Let me get all this stuff from these girls out of here.
Have you
Yeah.
seen my stuff?
Have I seen your stuff?
Yeah. Do you have any pointers for me?
I actually have never watched, to be honest with you. I haven't watched. I only see like aftermath photos.
Oh, okay. He's in the Reddit, guys.
Yeah. Okay, and this means what I
Whatever you want.
keep this.
Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks.
Cash it in. Whatever you want.
Cash it in, okay.
Whatever you want.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. although I take this with a grain of salt, although I think this is just performative, I still think it sends a bad signal, man. We letting the wrong people go viral, dog. And this is not a slight at Drake. I'm not even talking about Drake. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about Drake. I'm just talking about the degeneracy of a lot of these women. Regardless of what they do, regardless if they're making money, regardless of any of that. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Why would anybody want to get married to something like that? Let alone, why would you put your wife in a position like that as a man? I don't care about listen, bro, it ain't about the money aspect. There's many different ways to get money, dog. I don't want to hear, well, shoot, man, I love you, you know what I'm saying? I get to the money. But do you understand how that looks on you? Don't y'all got kids? Don't you have a kid? So what are you teaching your kids, bro? What are you teaching your daughter? The bigger question is this: would you want your daughter to be just like your wife? That's the ultimate question. Would you want your daughter, if you have a daughter, would you want your daughter to be just like her? And if the answer is no, then you already on the wrong side of the playing field, big dog. And it don't matter what you say, oh, we get to the money. That's the devil's money at this point. That's the devil's money that you taking. Because you think that it's okay because you getting some bread and you supposedly taking care of your kids. That's all of a sudden, now all of a sudden that's a great thing. Like, oh, man, well, at least I got money to take care of my kids. Great. But you're setting her up for failure, though. She's gonna grow up thinking that that's okay. And then you already got other women out here who already say, well, body count shouldn't matter because if you really truly love the woman, then her past don't mean anything. You lying to me? You lying. You lying. Because you can ask the simps, you can ask all of them. Hey, big dog, would you want your daughter? No, don't give me what. Oh man, just let the woman do what they want to do, bro. If she want to do, cool, do what she want to do. But guess what? She still got consequences, big dog. Ask them the question. Listen, if you got a daughter, would you want her to be like her? And she's a pretty woman. Here's the thing. Let me be honest. She's an attractive woman. But why would you put her out there like that, big dog? Why? Nigga, you supposed to put her up. You supposed to put her on the shelf. Ain't nobody touching it. What you talking about? That's supposed to be, listen, bro, we gonna have a real conversation right now. Nigga, she's supposed to be the one that's the one that you put up on the shelf. Like, nah, you can't touch that. You can't touch that. But you let every dude get a piece of that. Every dude. What? You put her up. And then if she don't want to be put up, guess what? Ain't no marriage, big dog. I'm just gonna treat you like a recreation. I'm just gonna use you for recreational use. That's it. That's all you gonna get from me. I don't get it, bro. I promise y'all, I do not get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all.
I actually have never watched, to be honest with you. I haven't watched. I only see like aftermath photos.
Oh, okay. He's in the Reddit, guys.
Yeah.
People see that.
Okay, and this means what I think?
Whatever you want.
I keep this?
Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks.
Cash it in.
It's crazy.
Whenever you want.
Cash it in, okay.
Whenever you want.
All right, tonight Drake is doing this kick stream It's going live at 6 p.m. And I'm not gonna lie, my wife is on it. My wife is a part of this. Now I'm gonna keep it real with you. We are trolls. We are a family of trolls. We do things for entertainment, for jokes, for laughs. But I am a little bit concerned that my marriage may have taken some damage, because I'm pretty sure that she took it a little too far. Now, what exactly does that mean? I mean, I guess you guys are gonna have to tune in. I haven't seen the footage yet, but tonight will be a very interesting night in the history of the Adam and Lena Alliance. Because this bitch crazy.
Performative. I don't believe nothing. I don't trust none of that. What he talking about? It sound good. He knew what was going on. I'm pretty sure. Yep, facts. I'm pretty sure. If it hadn't happened, it will happen. I'm not going, bro. I don't believe none of it. Grain of salt taken. I don't take none of it serious. Of course, it was, oh, it's Drake. Oh, then you got Lean the Plug, and now let Adam 22. Let me go ahead and make a video saying, well, you know, we're trolls, and you know, we're a family of trolls, and so. But I think this time, this is where the line has been drawn, pal. So now we're gonna have to have a conversation. Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear that. All you gonna say is good job, babes. Good job. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Now people gonna be talking. We're gonna go viral again. We're gonna make some more money. Come on, man. Yeah, that's true too. Well, of course, it ain't no question. Anytime she around the guy, I'm pretty sure that she done smashed them already, or they're about to. It's a fact. 100% fact, bro. But hey, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. And if you gain any value from this video, make sure you share it with your family and your friends.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Say anything they're going through is his fault, all for attention. I hope it's that exactly real life, BJ. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's all on him. Nobody else. You supposed to be the man of the crib. You supposed to be making sure everybody's protected and taken care of. You ain't doing none of the sort. Nah, I'm straight. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Woo, boy, we got a lot to cover. Yes, sir. All right, for my dog, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. So first, we're gonna play this one first. So people are in an uproar about Sophie Cunningham and Dejanay, and Dejanay played the flagrant foul. And she got suspended because of the flagrant foul. Then, right after that, a couple of possessions later, Kayla Clark ends up getting a technical foul as well. Now, of course, you know, because it's a black woman, then because she gets suspended for a crazy foul, and now she's saying it's white privilege. Egregious. But we're going to get into it, and we're going to give our thoughts and opinions, so let's go ahead and rock out.
Carrington. Here's Cunningham up ahead of the field, lays it in, plus the foul, and then Cunningham gets into the face of Dejanay Carrington, lays it in, plus the foul.
I'm gonna mute it because I don't know. I don't trust. What's y'all thoughts on that? What's y'all thoughts on that? Let's see. Listen, I'm looking at this from an objective standpoint. All right. So she going in. Ball still low. Ball still low. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm gonna be 110% honest on this one. One thing. She's a terrible blocker. She's a terrible blocker because the reason that her technique for blocking is kind of off. She should have used her offhand. The arm that's on the far side with the sleeve on, she should have used that hand to try to block her. But going up with two hands and then you try to reach across, that's gonna be a foul every single time. The refs gonna do that any time that you do this, regardless if you hit her or not. They're gonna call a foul. Now, in this instance, I don't think that it was a flagrant foul. I don't think that she was attempting to actually hit her across the face. She was actually going for the ball, but she miscalculated the block. And then as a result, she hit her across the face. That's a very hard foul. That's a very hard foul. 1,110%. It's a hard foul. Now, suspended? I don't think she should have been suspended. I just think that she just got a tech. She shoot her two and call it a day. So that's my thoughts on it. Because look, her hands are already going up. So what she's trying to do, she's trying to catch the ball. She's trying to get the block before she goes all the way up with the layup, with the lay. So she's trying. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing the mindset of her trying to block the shot. Like, all right, let me go ahead and get up off my feet first before she gets full extension on this lay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get over here so I can get this block. Because if she was smart, two things. If she was smart, I would have smacked. Me being the guard, I'm swiping down. Because she got the ball here. She got the ball here. She got the ball here. So me, I'm coming down. I'm swiping down. Boop, let me get that up out your big dog. Come here. Let me get that. And then 9 times out of 10, because she's going forward, it'll go off her knee, straight out of bounds. All ball. See, this right hand. If she would have reached the right hand, a right hand to try to avoid her body, to try to hit the ball out of her hand, that would have been the easier way to do it. But you went with two, shorty. Here. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. That's a technical foul, not a flagrant. It's a technical, not a flagrant. It's 110% a technical foul, not a flagrant foul. Get your 2 free throws and let's go back down. Yeah. But I think as a coach, what would have pissed me off more is like, bruh, you go foul her that hard and she still get the and one on you. That's a bigger conversation I'm finna have with her. If you gonna foul her, make sure she don't make the shot. You feel me? If you gonna foul her, I'm grabbing. I'm just gonna say, hey man, that's just a hard. That's just an extremely hard foul. I'm gonna be honest. It's an extremely hard foul. Yeah, it's an extremely hard foul. Flagrant, not a flagrant. Definitely a technical foul, but I'm calling bad call on that one. I'm calling bad call. Yeah, bro, I'm calling bad call on that. Now, this is where the issue lies. No. They see it's too. See, this is what. This is why it's so hard for y'all. This is why it's so hard for y'all to get ahead, bro. This is why it's so hard for y'all to get ahead. This is why people aren't taking y'all serious. If anything, if you're gonna make a tweet, at least say, listen, man, that was a bad call by the ref. Now you're gonna bring race into it, man. Come on, bro. Come on. It was just a bad call. It was just a horrible call. Yes, you can listen, you can go either way with it. Some people say it's a flagrant, some people, me as a hooper, I look at it as that's an extremely hard foul. That's definitely a take. There's no argument there. Let's get the free throws in. Boom, we good. Not a flagrant for her to get suspended at all. But now you're going to come back and make it something else. White privilege. Really? Whew, boy. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. Y'all can't get off the plantation for nothing. You can't get off the plantation for nothing. Okay, and then now here's the Caitlin Clark version where she gets a technical foul. Yeah, these refs or something else. Okay, let's see. Ref. Boom. Off balance. Ref, you in the way. What did she do? What did she do? Hey, fam. I don't know what's going on. Hey, WNBA, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all refs together, get y'all players together. I don't know what y'all got going on. Y'all need to get it together over there. Refs getting, Shorty got bumped. She off balance. She threw the ball in, so she trying to gain her balance back. You in the way, ref. So all she did is turn around, rightfully so, because you trying to get off you. So she turned around like, hey, bro, what you doing? She ain't like she shoved you, like get out the way. She just said, hey. She's like, you ain't gonna call that? And then now you wanna call a tech for what? Y'all making bad calls, dog. First play, it's a technical foul. That's not rule for suspension. That's not you shouldn't have suspended her. Boom, let her get her tech. It is what it is. It was a hard foul. We got it. because she was actually trying to block the ball. She was just playing hard defense. It is what it is. And she just so happened to get hit across the face. It be what it is. Tech. Then now you come down here on the next possessions. Caitlin Clark getting pushed. Well, she pretty much getting pushed. She off balance. And you in the way, ref. And she didn't even bump you or she didn't push you out the way. She just turned around because y'all already body to body. So as she turned around, it may seem as if she pushed you out the way, but she turning around and saying, you ain't gonna call that? And you gonna tech it? Come on, bro. I don't know what y'all got going on over there. I don't. And then Shorty, and then you, where's she at? And then you, Dejanay, no ma'am, absolutely not. We're not finna do this in the NBA. I mean the WNBA. We're not about to do this. We're not finna bring no politics into the game. No, delete it. You should make an apology statement right now. Like, listen, man, my apologies. I was just in my emotions. I was in my fifis. So therefore, listen, I didn't mean what I said. But I do stand on the fact that was a bad call. Cool. All is forgiven. But no, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do that. No. You still an employee. Stop it. You still an employee. You ain't big enough to be making statements like that. Let's call it a spade a spade. You ain't big enough to be doing none of that. Play ball, dog. Just play ball. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. And if you gain any value from this video, make sure you share this with your family and friends. And don't forget to become part of the Free Agents Society by tapping into the Patreon. Link is in the comments as well as pinned in the description. All right.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. We here, dog. Hey, man, somebody tripping with this name. Man, hold on. Hey, me bugging. It is ridiculous, bro. It's wild. It's wild. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. But since now we're talking about sports. Oh my God. So let me change. I gotta change the song for this. I gotta change the song for this one. All right. So Enes Kanter. Listen, I have not seen this video. I just been seeing people post about it. And Royce White, they said they're declaring for the WNBA draft. Now, like I said before, I have not seen the video at all. I wanted to actually review it in real time. So we're going to get into it, and then we're going to give our thoughts, and we're going to give our opinions. So let's go ahead and rock out, y'all.
Former NBA players Enes Kanter and Royce White have declared for the 2027 WNBA draft.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
Oh, earlier this week, I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball.
Hey, bro, these dudes play too much. Hey, dog, they play too much. They play too much, bro. What is going on? So I'm thinking that they making a mockery of it. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that they making a mockery of the situation and what's going on. I do not at all believe that they are serious. Because you can't sit here and tell me, Enes Kanter, the one who's the true LeBron hater, the one that's a true LeBron hater, there's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that he wants to go to the WNBA. Because now that leads me to believe like, oh, so now everything that you used to talk, all that junk, all that smack that you was talking, you want about it. Because now because you couldn't hack it in the NBA, now you want to go to the WNBA. So I'm not gonna take this serious at all. I'm not.
Basketball, so I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But I'm a team first guy. I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association. But hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So
because think about it, bro. Think about it. Y'all remember we had this conversation Friday night on the Banter and Barter show? It wouldn't make sense. Cool, you're happy to bring people in. And to be honest with you, the money aspect, the business aspect of it, it'll be good for revenue. It'll be good for the money. Why? Because people are going to want to see what's going to happen. They're going to want to actually see this in real time. They want to experience a real professional game that's a man versus a woman. That's what the people are going to want to see. They want to see what's going to happen. They want to see if a woman going to get dunked on. They want to see if a woman... They're going to want to see the clear difference between the two. The body, the stature, the athleticism, the speed, the strength, all of that. They're going to want to see it. So they're going to pay for it. So yeah, out the gate, it's going to be fun and games. It's going to be cool. Like, oh, this is dope. We've never seen this before. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the women can actually beat a man. Right? It's going to be fun. But then, once the dust settles, and the money starts to, trickle down a little bit, then we're going to start to have bigger issues. Those men being in those locker rooms. Oh, you're a man. So that means you need your own locker room. He identified as a woman. So he going to go to the women's locker room. Ain't no men's locker room. What you talking about? Oh, so what you mean? So now you're discriminating against me because I said that I'm a woman. So now, why do I need to go to a man's bathroom? I said that I'm a woman. No, but you got to understand these are actual women. These are actually cis women. No. The WNBA is Women's National Basketball Association. I said I'm a woman. So why ain't I in the women's locker room? I'm a woman. That's not fair. Sue the WNBA. Mind you, WNBA is subsidized by the NBA. Money lost. Bigger issue. More politics. Oh, and not to mention, some of the ones who are faking that they are women, guess what? Now we're going to have SA charges. Bigger issue. More problems. Now you're gonna have more women saying, "Listen, I'm afraid to be in the locker room with these so-called women because I don't feel comfortable walking around the way that I'm walking around, and he walking around with his other leg." Pause. Uh-oh. More problems, more issues. So, the bigger question is that what y'all really want? Or are you just trying to be politically correct? Because you are live and let live. No. No. Absolutely not. This is where I agree with feminism. No. Women's. This is where I agree with women's rights. Absolutely not. Keep them up out of there. Go back and watch Juwanna Mann. Listen, for those of y'all now, if y'all never heard Juwanna Mann, go back and look at Juwanna Mann. That'll give you everything that you need to know. All the information, all the questions that you have. It's more of a funny movie, but it's gonna give you some insight on what you can potentially be experiencing as a woman when there's a man that's calling himself a woman in your locker room. So while you thinking y'all all buddy, he out there plotting. He gonna be in there plotting. You feel me? So that's what they're afraid of. Now, I think you did spell it right, bro. So y'all really got to ask yourself the question, is that what y'all really want? Because we're so accepting to a lot of things, we're so accepting, I don't see an issue with it. Now, of course, the studs don't have an issue with it because they want to be boys anyway. They want to be boys, so they got the best of both worlds. They're able to dress and act like a guy, knowing that they aren't. But yet they're still a woman, so therefore they don't get no flack. They don't get no pushback. It's like, shoot, I'm a girl. I deserve to be up in here. I'm still a girl at the end of the day because they can still use that privilege at any given moment. I'm a girl just because I'm just like a guy. That doesn't mean that I'm a boy. I'm a girl. So ain't nobody saying nothing about that. They were like, all right, cool, do your thing. But now you're gonna have a guy now. Even the stud's gonna be like, man, listen, I don't know. I thought this was a good idea at first.
And I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States senator that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
And after these videos have come out, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert says the league will meet next week to discuss and clarify what qualifies a player as a woman for WNBA eligibility.
It's gonna get real spooky real fast. There needs to, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Forget that. There shouldn't be no stipulation, man. Y'all should have cut that. The thought about it, questions about it, no. Y'all should have immediately dropped the bomb on that BS. Go and get y'all own sport. Stop men that I'm talking to y'all men who are infiltrating into the women's world. Fam, we were just arguing about women coming into men's spaces. Well, not we, but men in general. They were just arguing about women coming into men's spaces. They allowed it. And then that's when you start to see more SA cases, filing harassment cases in the workspace. Yeah. That's what you start to see more of. Right. And a lot of men, they's like, man, you know what? We shouldn't have let them in these spaces. And now you're going to allow these men in women's spaces. I hope they drop the bomb on it. And no, that doesn't mean it's taking away y'all rights. That's not a right. That's not a right for you to be a man claiming to be a woman to go inside women's sports. That's not a right, big dog. None of your rights were taken away. You could do and live life the way that you want to live it. But now when it comes to dealing with money and being in institutions and talking about when you're messing with people's bottom dollar and bottom line, hey, we gotta ask questions. We gotta have some ground rules about that. No. So it's crazy, but I don't take that serious at all. I don't think they were serious. I just think that they were trying to call out some hypocrisy and they were just trying to mock it because of what's going on. And listen, this is what I ain't gonna say nothing. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. And if you gain any value from this video, make sure you share with your family and your friends. And if you want to become part of the Free Agent Society, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. On one. But it is what it is. What we got next? That was wild, y'all. I don't know what the heck happened. That was egregious. What we got next on the list? Definitely like the video. Like the video. Let's get over here let's talk about just hilarious. Matter of fact, hold on. No, give me a second. I'm gonna let y'all rock out real quick. I'll be right back. right. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this next topic, my good people. If you haven't tapped into the Patreon, be sure to tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. All right, become part of the Free Agents Society. So let's go ahead and get into it. Talk about Nick Cannon told Jess Hilarious to leave Wild 'N Out. What's the reason? We don't know. Could it be money issues? Could it be the reason as we see that she can be a lot bigger? Then she can go bigger than the Wild 'N Out? We don't know. So we're going to get into it, and then we're going to give our thoughts and our opinions. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Improv. You know, that's like family, that's comedy, that's improv, you know, that's that family show, which I made great relationships on there, you know. Shout out to all the people, my family over at Wild 'N Out, but I wanted to be an actress, you know, and that's what I knew at that moment. And I went to Nick and I was like, hey Nick, I'm up for a Fox sitcom role and I'm gonna play the series lead. And I want to do it, but I don't want to mess up anything I got going on with here. You know, because you did give me my start on TV. He looked at me and was like, yo, if you don't go ahead, Wild 'N Out gonna be here. You're always gonna be family. Come back when you done.
That's real.
I about to start crying like, thank you, Nick.
Round of
You know
applause
what I
to
mean?
Nick Cannon, man.
Yes,
He a
Nick
real
Cannon
one.
is, yes he is.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question. Let's take them back because everyone wants to know, like,
What's going
how
on
did she get
in
this
that
big break?
video,
How did
man?
she become this huge star? So many girls want to be like you. You are currently just opening more doors for so many.
Okay, so side question. I gotta ask y'all: Does that whole get up in this video look gimmicky to y'all? Like, does it look cheesy? Like, I'm not trying to shoot nothing down, but I'm saying, don't it look a little gimmicky? Too much going on, right? Or am I tripping? Or am I off? Too much gold, different shades of gold, all the stuff on the desk. Then you got, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Girls,
thank you.
So let's take them back. So how did you get your first big break?
Yeah,
was
so-
it with Nick, or how did you get your
Yeah,
first?
so my first big break was my first TV break.
But you were already
with
popping.
Nick Cannon. I was already popular. I wouldn't say popping. I was already popular. So Martin Lawrence is who broke me into like the startup of my stand-up comedy career.
Martin Lawrence?
Martin Lawrence,
Wow.
yeah. He
That's
saw
a
my
hell of a
videos.
person to break you up, break
Hell
you
yeah.
in, like,
and
Martin?
growing up, that's all I watched. I never watched stand-up comedy growing up, but I watched Martin, Chappelle Show, Bernie Mac Show. Those are my 3 top picks.
Bernie Mac
right?
Show,
So
my
I'm
favorite.
like,
Bernie
I
Mac
always
Show,
wa-
number one.
I was always funny, first of all.
Well, no,
Never
number
knew I was
two,
going to be a stand-up
Martin
comedian.
Show.
Because I was like, not that I'm shy, but I'm like, no, I'm not about to stand up in front of nobody and talk and try to make niggas laugh. Like, I'm not no clown. Whole time. I got up there, did it my first time. One of the guys in my city, his name is Cool Ant. He got me up on stage first. And then my brother, Desi Alexander, my brother, he's my feature. He's been touring with me for like the last 14 years. No. 12 years, I'm sorry, because I started when my son was 2. The last 12 years, you know what I mean? He from Baltimore as well. And from there, Martin he didn't even call me for stand-up. He saw me do my videos and stuff, and he was writing this play, and he wanted me.
She said something critical right here. And I think that a lot of people need to take heed, myself included. A lot of people, they've been putting in work for years before they actually got their big break. They've been putting in work for years. And what seems to be a consistent every single time is that these people have been in it 10 years minimum before they caught that break. Now, I don't know what that looks like when it comes to hours. When we say 10,000 hours, let me see something. Let me see something. Yep. So That's about right. So it makes sense. It makes sense. 10,000 hours. I knew it had to be relevant. So I'm using YouTube as the reference. If you've been on YouTube for 10,000 hours, you're in a rare category, far beyond the average creator. This is the kind of milestone that separates casual content makers from long-term, high-volume creators. Time, commitment, and consistency. So, at 10,000 hours, I want everybody that's listening to me right now, you can apply this to anything in the world, whatever it is that you're doing. If you say that you're an entrepreneur, or if you say that you've been whatever it is that you got going on, entrepreneur, content creation, whatever the case. At 10,000 hours, you've likely been doing this. It says you've likely been uploading for over 10 years. 10 years. If you post just a few hours a week, a few years, if you stream or film full time, even at 10 hours a week, that's 10 plus years at 20 hours a week. It's 5+ years. This level of output means you built a deep publishing habit and probably have a set schedule or workflow. So let's break it down. Audience and growth. While 10,000 hours doesn't guarantee a large subscriber count, it doesn't. It's a strong indicator of an audience that's loyal. Many creators at this milestone have 10,000 to 100,000 plus subscribers and consistent engagement. Some may be in the 100K to 500K plus subscriber range. If they've scaled well, you still have to scale over time. Your channel likely has a repeatable content formula that keeps viewers coming back. So one more thing, let's go into the monetization and income aspect of it. With 10,000 hours, you've likely hit YouTube's monetization requirements, 1,000 subs plus 4,000 watch hours, and probably have a steady revenue stream from ads, sponsorships, and possibly merchandise. If you're a gaming or live streamer, you may also be earning from Twitch or other platforms. Right? So, moral of the story, 10,000 hours means 10 years. So for all of y'all entrepreneurs, you need to be in business at least 10 years for somebody to take you serious. 10. That means consistency, work, constantly showing up when you don't want to show up, doing the things that you don't want to do, but also sticking with it. Even when you aren't getting what you want, even when you aren't making the money that you dreamed of, even when you're not getting to it. 10 years. 10 years. Just something to help y'all out. Just gave y'all some insight. There you go. You're welcome. That's why y'all should tap into the Patreon. Make sure you become a free part of the Free Agent Society. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. Tap into the Patreon. I'm telling you.
To be in a play. I was like, yeah. So we hung up. Got his brother to call me back 5 minutes later and was like, hey, Martin is on a tour and our next stop is this Saturday in Baltimore. Would you like to open up? First of all, do you do stand-up comedy? I had only been on stage like 2-3 times. I was like, hell yeah, I've been doing comedy for like 2 years. Lying. And so, you got to fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do this.
Yep. And he performed at the arena in Baltimore City. Because, Martin is from Maryland as well, but not Baltimore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is. He's from the DMV.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that. I was raised in DMV too, by the way.
Really? Yep. Okay, what part?
County,
yes, all of that. See, all of that. That's where
Virginia.
Martin is from, like that Silver Spring area. Mm-hmm. Dave Chappelle is from there. Tommy Davidson. Wow. We got a lot of star quality out there. But yeah, I opened up for Martin in front of 13,000 people. I think it was even more than that, but 13,000 people or plus people. And right there on that stage, I was like, oh no, I'm built for this shit. That's what I'm going to do. And that's when I started taking stand-up comedy serious. And then Wild 'N Out came after that.
Wow.
And then everything else, then Rel, and then Def Comedy Jam, and then, you know, other things started happening. Yeah.
So how did you get on Breakfast Club? For people that don't know.
Yes. So shout out to Angela Yee. She was there,
Hey,
you know,
shout out
because it
to
started,
Angela
yep, she got her own show, Wake Up With Yee. That's my girl. Love her. But when she left the show to get her own show, I hit up Charlamagne that same day that it had hit the blogs that it was just going to be Breakfast Club without her. And I was like, Charlamagne, I want to be on the show. And Charlamagne and I had always had a relationship. He was cool. He's always been like a mentor, somebody that's always teaching me the world of business and, you know, things like that. And
that's a hell of a mentor.
Absolutely. He is, you know what I mean? He contributes so much to media and radio and everything. So I was like, shit, I'm trying to get up there. He said, okay, we're going to be rotating guests for like a year, like guest co-starring to see who's the perfect fit. I was like, all right, cool. I'm up there. I was coming up there almost like once a month, but weeks. Like I would stay from Monday to Friday. Some people would just come up and do like a day or 2 or 3. I was coming up there even when they was telling me, no, they wasn't even telling me not to. I was just popping
You was
up.
pulling up. And this was in New York.
This was in New York.
And you didn't live in New York at the time?
No, I lived in Baltimore. At the time, I lived in Baltimore. And I would just get on the train because, you know, it's close. It's like a 2-hour train ride, but it's like a 4-hour car ride. So I'm like, all right, I'm going up there. And I killed it. I was doing visuals. I hired a photographer and a videographer to do like all these like edits and stuff just to prove how valuable I can be to that team.
Right.
I got there, built a great brotherly, sisterly bond with Envy. So the chemistry was great between us 3 and it felt like a perfect fit. And then I got the job. I was very, very freaking happy.
Wow, you got the job. Round of applause.
You know
for
what I'm
that.
saying?
Got the
Yeah,
job.
I did. Yeah.
What is it like?
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by what's going on in this video, bro. Not by what she's saying, but I'm talking about all the other stuff that's going on. It's too much going on, bro. You got too much on the table. It's throwing me off, bro, for real. It's throwing me off. It's throwing me off. I'm going to be 110% honest with you. It's throwing me off. And then the red suit, it makes it worse.
Working with Charlamagne the God, you know, like what is it like?
It's amazing. I mean, honestly, now he gives you tough love. You know what I mean? It can be a roller coaster sometimes.
I think Jess Hilarious is funny when it comes to. I think she'll be funny when it comes to being in movies, right? I personally think she's funnier than Tiffany Haddish. I think she can be a natural comic when she's in movies because, you know, she has that. I think that she's good. And when it comes to movies, I think I would rather see Jess Hilarious in more movies. I wouldn't be surprised if she get called, you know what I'm saying, we catch her in a Kevin Hart movie or something. But I see her more there, funny from that aspect versus then just standing up comedy or some of her skits that she does, that she used to do. But just stand-up comedy, I'm not really big. They're not, I'm gonna be honest, and it's not, I don't find too many women funny as stand-up comedians. I don't know why, I just don't. And there are not a lot of men that are actually funny to me as well. I personally don't think Dave Chappelle's stand-up comedy is funny. I personally don't think, I think Martin is a great, he's a great host. I think his movies, I love watching his movies. He had a lot of classic movies. Love Martin, #1 show. Love Martin. But as a stand-up comedian, I don't think he's funny. I'm just being 110% honest. I don't think Martin is funny as a stand-up comedian. Nor Dave Chappelle. Now, Dave Chappelle's show, funny, hilarious, wild. Love it. But as a stand-up comedian, I'm like, it's all right. You ain't really hitting no nothing.
Sometimes, and I always tell them this, I don't like you all the time, but I love you.
So y'all got,
you know what I mean?
But I actually like Jess Hilarious, though. I do. I rock with Jess, though. I do. I like Jess Hilarious.
Not
like
got
brothers and
into it.
sisters?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like a sibling rivalry type of thing. Like we never had any real beef, nothing like that. But he's very hard on those who he sees great potential in.
You know you're gonna be the next.
Yes, when you're gonna be the next big thing, and he saw something in me, even like inspiring me to write this book to tell my story. Because he was always trying to figure out the dynamic between me.
Hey, listen. Facts. Now I will say, as far as old legends, I can't put Dave Chappelle in that. I can't. Man, because you got so many other standards. You got Lavelle Crawford. You got Bruce. You know what I'm saying? You got so many of them. What was my other guy's name? Oh, I forgot his name. I can't think of his name. Shoot, Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy in the stand-up comedy. Man, listen. But I don't care what nobody say. I'm Kevin Hart, Bernie Mac. You can't listen. You would never swindle my opinion on their stand-up. You would never swindle my opinion on it. Ever. They are big dogs in it. Now, of course, if you take it back, you know what I'm saying, you had your Red Foxes, you had your you had your Red Foxes, you had your Charlie Murphys, you had there are so many comedians, dog, that I can't even think of. Richard Pryors. Who else? Monique. Hey, listen, Monique was funny. Monique, until she got into her auntie vibes, Monique was funny, bro. Monique was funny. I got the big Monique. She was funny. I'm not gonna hold you. Monique was funny. Who else? I'm just going down memory lane. I'm trying to figure out. Used to watch Comic View, all the artists. Who else we had? Gosh, so many of them. But yeah, those for what I can think of and what I can remember. But yeah, you can't change my mind on Kevin Hart or Bernie Mac. I don't care, because I know a lot of people say, "Oh man, you got the little guy. He just goofy and wild." But no, he's actually funny though. Like, his content is funny because it comes from a real place. But he just turned the pain into actual laughter because people can relate to it, right? And so I think that's pretty dope. I don't know, bro. I'm just a big Kevin Hart fan through and through. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big Kevin Hart fan through and through. I'm talking about from his business acumen to his stand-up comedy to even a lot of his movies. I watch a lot of his movies, bro. I'm gonna be 110% honest. So it may be a bias. I rock with Kevin Hart. I'm gonna be 110% honest. Any Kevin Hart movie, I'm rocking with it.
My son, me and my son's father, and that's how he has his own imprint, Black Privilege Publishing. Lord, I don't know why he would.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Jess though, bro. Shout out to Jess doing her thing. She's gonna continue to keep evolving. I hope to see her. I hope to see it. I hope to see her evolve. I hope to see more of her in movies. I think she's a great talent. And I think that if she gets that break and that opportunity to break out as a comedian actor, I think she'll do great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I rock with it. So shout out to her and her success. But like I said before, y'all, 10,000 hours. That means 10 years. Yeah, I saw the net. Listen, but hold up. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure y'all hit the bell notification. And if you want to tap into the Patreon, make sure the link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. Become part of the Free Agents Society, dog.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
You want to hear my real opinion on that Fukari Fairy? I thought it was funny. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was funny because I think here's the thing. When I see Kevin Hart movies, I'm not expecting to see great acting. I'm already coming into it with the mindset that this shit is meant to be funny. It's meant to be goofy. It's meant to be some shit where we kicking it, we vibing, but I'm gonna see some wild goofy shit. So I think with some people a lot of people who may be movie critics or whatever, they look at it and they may not see it as funny or they may not see it as good acting. I'm like, I don't really care about the acting factor of it. Do I enjoy it? Is it entertainment for me? Is it? Cool. It's a good movie to me then. Can I see myself? I always look at a good movie and listen, I can be wrong. I'm not a movie critic, right? But if I'm a person, if I'm going to watch it, and if I can say, you know what, I can watch this movie 3 or 4 times and not get tired of it, then I know it's a good movie. That's how I look at it. If at any given moment, if somebody put this movie on and I can sit down and watch it, it's a good movie to me. Funny, horror, rom-com, or whatever it is. Marvel movies, DC movies, don't matter. If it's a good movie and I can sit down and watch it more than once and actually sit down and watch it and enjoy it, it's a good movie to me. Yeah, Paul Mooney is funny too. I know he'd be a good guy, when the Soul Plane came out. It's one of my favorite. I'm telling you, Soul Plane. That's what I'm saying. People call Soul Plane some BS, but I still watch Soul Plane today. I still watch it. I thought it was funny. Brown Hood's Fluffy. Yup, Fluff. Oh yeah. Gabriel Iglesias. Oh yeah, I like Gabriel Iglesias. Oh, he is funny. Yes, he is funny. Fluffy. I like Fluffy. Not Soil Plane. I know what you mean though. They said Soil Plane. Soil Plane. Hold on, G. I ain't never heard of that one before. Nah, but I'm messing with you though. I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean. But nah, that's how I look at movies. But that's how I look at it though. I even like Deliver Us from Evil. I love that, bro. I love that movie. Deliver Us from Evil with LL Cool J and Gabrielle Union. Oh man, love that movie. Love it. I love all the Jason Statham movies. Every movie. I've never seen somebody make a good movie and he do the most basic things. He used to be a former agent, but had the most basic or egregious jobs. But I love all of the movies. The Transporter, The Working Man, the what's it called? The Beehive, or whatever you call it. What's the other one? Dang, Blitz. There's some other ones they had. What's the one? Hobbs and Shaw. Any of the ones that he's in the Fast and the Furious movies. Expendables. Pretty much dang near any movie. Beekeeper, there you go. Any movie that he's in, I watch him. I like him as an actor. I'm gonna be honest with you. So maybe I'm just the person that, listen, I'm the type of person, I sit down and watch Tubi movies and I get hooked. What was that movie? What was the Tubi movie, that old girl? Was it Erica Mena? What she was making these, was it Erica Mena? Who was like a stepmom? Hey, listen, it had me hooked. 1, 2, and 3, when they had Marcus Houston and all that in it. Oh man, I was locked in. I was like, oh, word. I'm like, oh shoot, this movie actually good. The acting is horrible, but the storyline is pretty dope. All the Michael J. White movies, I'm in it. Anything that got Michael J. White in it, I'm watching it. Like I'm a cornball for bad acting, but good storyline. For real. Any movie that may be that may have terrible acting, but the movies is good. Oh boy, I forgot the name of it. Cause they had it was a Tubi movie, and it was like 3 different versions. Old buddy who played B.I.G. Cause he be doing a lot of Tubi movies. Old buddy who played B.I.G. It was when he got out of jail. Then he started to build back up, and then he had a brother. Because the brother he's an IG creator. He was an Instagram influencer, comedian, or whatever the case may be. I forgot his name. I watched all 3 of those movies. I was locked in. Hey fam, listen, I must live on Tubi. Hey, 100%. 100%. I be locked in, bro. Listen, bro, I am a sucker for good storylines, but bad acting. I can overlook the bad act. I'm like, oh, that was horrible. Buddy, you got shot, but then you fell 10 seconds later. I ain't never seen nobody get shot like that before. But I can bypass it because I want to know what happens in the end. I'm like, damn, brother, that was horrible what they just did, but I want to see what's gonna happen. So I'm locked in. It goes to make the ultimate action movie. Okay, shit, lock in. Tubi be too horror for me. I be laughing too much. Bro, for real. Tubi got the best low budget movies. I swear. Them low budget movies be getting me, dog. It be getting me, but I'm like, I want to know what's gonna happen. For somehow, listen, they understand it. Somehow they understand the engagement factor of it, but they just the quality of the movie just hadn't caught up to that yet. It just hadn't caught up yet. Cause them hood movies be getting me, bro. The hood movies be getting me. I think I saw another one. It was another one that I saw with the Water Boys, because they had T.I. son in it, and then they had Quavo in it, and they was like the Water Boys. They was out there selling water. They was out there selling water bottles in Atlanta, and then the young dude, he ended up his homeboy, who was his best friend, because he wanted to be of course, he wanted to be the degenerate. He wanted to be the hood guy. He couldn't see the vision, but the one friend, he's like, man, listen, I'm trying to get up out of this. Because I think Lala was his mama. Lala was the mama. And it had me hooked. I was like, oh, shoot, this movie hit good. I want to see what's going to pop off. I kind of knew what was going to happen. Because you got one guy who was too eager to be hood, to try to fight back, to try to be vengeful. So he was going to end up getting killed like he did. And then you had Quavo, which was the bad guy. And then you had the little dude. Acting was horrible. But storyline was pretty solid. Hey, listen, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of diamond in the roughs on Tubi, bro. You just gotta lock in. I think here's the thing. Here's how I came up on the movie. So I would be working, right? I'd be at work, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of bypass time so I don't have to worry about nothing. I just be working, and now I'll put on Tubi on my phone, and I just find certain movies, and I just click on them, and I just be sitting there watching them. I'm like, oh, hold up. So now I find myself typing, I just stop completely and just be on there for 10 minutes just watching what's going on. Like, oh, hold up. I didn't know that was going to happen. And so that's how I just be finding movies, bro. Yeah, Tubi making lock in, and it's the storyline. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The storylines be getting you, dog. Fruitville? Yep. You need a list? All right, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna send you a big old list because it's a lot. It's a lot. I be watching movies like crazy. Oh snap! Hold on. Let me go read it real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Don't go nowhere. That's gonna be my new slogan right there. I'll be right back. Hold up. Walk away from me. But he came through with the music, huh? With the intro, didn't he? He came through with the intro. Kim West, what it is? What's the word? What's the word, Kim? How you feeling, mamas? How you feeling? All right, so
this next story has a lot.
Let's go ahead and get into this next topic. Gen Z. Oh, hold on. Before we get to the next topic, hold on. Let me read the cash app first. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have that Benzes. 10 years. Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to the homie Real Life PJ for the $5. He said for the Tito's fund, big dog. Homie, I appreciate you, fam. And you already know what we gotta do.
All right. Oh, man, get my $5 on me. All right, bro. Man, get my $5 on me. Get my $5. Get my $5. All right.
And shout out to you, big dog. I appreciate you for the $5. Kim, you live in Houston? Oh, man. Kim, my trigger finger's on timeout button. Don't test me today. Man, listen, y'all leave Kim alone, bro. Listen, y'all bullshit, leave Kim alone, man. She good. She's straight, man. She's straight. You said, where's the wine glass? Oh, yeah, it's a red cup kind of day, big dog. We red cupping it today. But look, let's go ahead and get into this next video. Gen Z, they're saying that finding love is expensive. Do y'all agree or do y'all disagree? But we're going to find out what their thoughts are, and then we're going to give our thoughts and our opinions. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rock out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. And don't forget to become part of the Free Agents Society. Tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. Let's rock out.
A lot of people talking Gen Z singles. They're facing a romance recession. Young adults are finding out that dating has become too expensive between dating app subscriptions and pricey drinks and expensive dinner menus. The average cost of a date has skyrocketed in recent years, forcing singles to spend their nights on the couch rather than out on a night on the town. Business journalist Kristen Myers joins me now to break down the numbers here, and Kristen, certainly a lot of thoughts about this. But one of the things I do want to talk about, according to a poll, or according to poll after poll, young people are dating less than the previous generation. So I'm curious, is money the biggest factor here?
I think that it's both money and then also a little bit of dating fatigue. You kind of hinted at it in your opener, which is that right now, for a lot of Gen Zers to find love, essentially they have to swipe and swipe and swipe on these dating apps. Gone are the days where you go out and you meet people in person at networking events or at hobbies, or frankly just being set up by friends or family members. And I think that fatigue, combined with the exorbitant cost of dating all of these people that you will probably never see again, is making a lot of Gen Zers feel tired and exhausted from the whole dating game altogether.
So hold up. So y'all basing y'all relationships and dating on social media apps? So y'all don't know how to go outside and talk to nobody? Listen, bro, I came up in the time where the mall was the place to be. Summertime mall, summertime pool. I remember there even used to be a time where blind dates was a thing. Hey, bro, your homegirl got a friend? She look, bro, she cute. Hey, shit, bro, let me talk to her real quick. Let me see what she talking about. Damn, bro, shorty sound like she fine as a motherfucker. Next thing you know, you see her, she widen all outside. But in all seriousness, though, y'all just gotta get out in the streets. Cause y'all tell everybody else to touch grass, but none of y'all are actually going outside and touching grass. You said the mall your second home to this day. You feel me? You can never go wrong in the mall. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even to this day, you can never go wrong in the mall. Just go outside. Listen, I've always been the person. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is today. Listen, I'm a fairly attractive dude, right? And I think I'm attractive enough to the point where I don't necessarily need game in order to holler at you. I don't. It's too much going on. I don't need to say nothing clever to you. I don't need to be extra with it because I don't like to waste time. So if I'm gonna talk to them and tell you, listen, hey shorty, excuse me. 9 times out of 10, I don't like approaching women from behind anyway, because you know what I'm saying, that automatically throws up a wall. So I approach them from the front or the side where they can at least see me from that peripheral or whatever the case may be. And I tell them, I just keep it simple. Because if you're in the mall, I'm not finna sit here and try to have a full conversation with you. I'm trying to get the number and I'm gonna get going and I hit you up later. Listen, I find you attractive. I want to get to know you more. Let me get your number. Simple as that. I keep it simple, bro. And sometimes I add a little bit more to it. But for the most part, I keep it simple. For the most part, I keep it simple. I'm not trying to do all that extra. I'm not trying to do all that. And sometimes I even tell you, like, listen, I'm not the kind of guy that's about to tell you something dope, or I'm not about to give you something. I'm not Mr. Cool Guy where I'm just gonna say something that's gonna sweep you off your feet. I'm not gonna do that. I find you attractive. I don't know you, so I want to get to know you. And I'd like to have your number. You can either say yes or no. You say yes, bet, got the number. We're moving on. I'll hit you up later. But I'll make sure if I do get the number, I'll make sure I reach out, because I learned this in business as well. Or somebody that I just met, if we're speaking business, I always remind myself to at least message them or text them within 10 to 30 minutes of me meeting them, so that way they can lock me in. So that way they won't forget, because people forget, life happens, right? Life is just life. So I text them, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. You know, I would love to get to hopefully we get a chance to link up later or whatever the case may be. And then boom, we're good. Now that person remembers me. And so when I hit them up, they'll know. You feel me? Like, I ain't got time for all that, bro.
Well, and while finding a partner could be a challenge economically, I mean, there are some big benefits to a relationship. It can actually save you money. So I'm curious, I mean, how are people like navigating that cost benefit analysis whenever it comes to potentially saving on things like rent or other benefits?
I don't know that they actually are thinking about that cost benefit analysis, but you're not wrong. Frankly, being in a relationship is financially beneficial.
A week later? You get back a week? Shorty, why so long? Why you waiting back a week? A week? Nah, man. Listen, if you're gonna get them back a week later, at least hit them back within the next 10 to 15, maybe 30 minutes or an hour. I'll give you an hour. Hit that person back within an hour. Hey, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is Kim. You know, we met in the mall. I just wanted to text you, say it was a pleasure meeting you. Hope that we can talk soon. So that way they can remember you. Keep that in the mind, like, oh, that's Kim. Oh, that's that fine shit. That's that fine shit I seen over there at the mall. Hell yeah, I'm definitely locking that in. Don't wait a week. Because now all of a sudden, he didn't feel like, oh, she wasn't feeling the G for real. He done moved on, for the most part.
Getting married, or who you marry rather, is going to be one of the most important, actually I would say the most important financial decision that you are ever going to make. So there's the very practical realities of being in a relationship with someone helps you save on things like rent or bills, but there's also the very real fact that companionship, and we find that married couples, they end up making more money. And frankly, marriage tends to be an economic, particularly for men, it tends to be an economic tailwind for them. So being in a partnership is definitely a net positive thing for most people, especially financially. But again, I don't think that a lot of Gen Zers are approaching dating in the most economically sensible way. There's definitely a middle ground between going on a walk through the park and just telling someone to meet you on a corner and going for a walk because you don't want to pay $200, or paying $200-$300 on a date, which in New York City is not that unusual. Because
Man, I'm not paying I'm not paying $200-$300 for somebody I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all doing too much. I remember dates used to be simple. back in the day, bruh. I'm still of the ilk, man. We finna go to the movies, my dog. We finna go to the movies, or we gonna kick it. Now listen, we finna go kick it for a minute. Especially on the first meet. I'm not trying to take you nowhere. I barely know you. We finna meet up. Listen, we finna meet up somewhere. A spot that's in public, inexpensive, where we can just sit and have an intimate conversation. Because my goal is to get to know you. If I really want to get to know you, right? My goal is to get to know you. Because when I approached you, I said, listen, you already didn't check the mark off of me that you're attractive, right? Bet. So we good on that. Now I want to know who you are. I want to get to understand you. I want to know who you are as a person. And this is why I always talk about, this is where having the good conversations and having the hard conversations, not what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food, what's your favorite car, all that BS. Now you can dive into some questions like, okay, so what do you do? What are things you like to get into? What are you obsessed about right now in life? What's going on? Who are you inspired by? Having these type of questions, because guess what? These are thought-provoking questions that you can ask, where y'all can actually have a conversation back and forth. Y'all can feed off of each other. I'm not gonna take you out on a $200 date and I barely know you. No. And to be honest, Kim, I don't think $200 is crazy. I don't. But when I first meet you, it's definitely crazy. I don't know you. So I'm not gonna spend $200 on you. Man, we about to go grab this smoothie. Listen, I would even be so inclined to the fact of, I would ask you, I'm like, hey man, what's a snack that you love? Cause see, that's the type of person I am. I would hit you with, if I find you attractive and I'm rocking with you, and I'm like, hey man, I want to get to know this shorty. I would even hit you up on the time of test. Hey, I never asked you. I wanted to ask you, like, what kind of snacks do you like? Do you eat snacks? What kind of snacks do you like? And you would tell me, oh, I like the gummy worm. I like the gummy worms with the golden pack. Oh, where? All right. Oh, that's what's up. You like those? Man, I like them joints too. Hey, how about this? Well, what you got going on tomorrow? You ain't got nothing going on tomorrow. How about, listen, let's meet up over here. Let's meet up over here X, Y, and Z. Okay. You sure you good with that? But you gonna kick it a little bit. Nothing crazy. And I'll stop at the gas station and I'll get them golden packet of gummy worms for you. Not even thinking about it. Hey, listen. Now, I remember you told me you like them gummy worms. So, I stopped by, I took the liberty to go ahead and grab you something right now. I know you like them. Oh, that's so sweet. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? $3. That's it. $3 to $5. That's it. Exactly. You gotta drink out the hose. You gotta drink out the water hose before you get $200 out of me. You gotta drink out the hose, big dog. You're not about to get $200 out of me out the gate. No, sir. Absolutely not. You said snacks is wild. Go get some random noodles. Nah, man, snacks. What kind of snacks? Because y'all know y'all like the snack. Y'all like y'all little comfortable food. Y'all like y'all little snacks. When y'all kicking up, sometimes y'all be in y'all fifis. Y'all like y'all little snacks. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? I'm already, because now I bought you this. You barely know me, right? But I took it up on me when I was on the way to meet you at whatever place I said we were gonna meet. I stopped and I grabbed you some of your favorite snacks. Guess what? You gonna remember that. It wasn't no $500 Birkin bag. You gonna remember that. Like, oh, dang, girl, let me tell you, I barely knew you stopped and got me some gun, my favorite stack, girl. Come on, man. Come on now. The ramen dates are man, you feel me? So if a woman asked you out and she was ready to spend $300 on the date, would you tell her no? That's too much. Let's just go get snacks. Nah, I'm gonna tell her nah. I don't want you to spend that much on me. Why want you to spend $300 on me for? You don't know me. That's the difference between me and other dudes. Some dudes will say, yeah, they'll take the $300. Nah, I'm good. You don't need to spend $300 on me. I'm good. You got to be my lady. You got to be my lady for me to allow you to say, well, shit, I'm finna spend $300 on you. No, I don't know you. What you spending $300 for? Like, we don't need to do all that. To be honest, can I be honest with y'all? Men don't really care about taking y'all out to no date for real. They don't care about taking you to dinner. They do it because that's what y'all want. For the most part. If men could have it their way, they would say, hey man, I'm just trying to kick it at the crib. I'm just chilling. I just want to vibe with you. I want to get to know you, but because, we want to make sure that y'all are safe, that y'all are comfortable. We want to make sure that y'all feel protected. So we take y'all out on these dates. If it was left up to a man and whatever he said goes, I'm going on no damn, can't go out no dinner. No. We chilling. We chilling. We don't want to go. We don't want to get dressed up. We want to kick it. I'd rather sit down and watch a show. I would ask you, what's your favorite show? What show you like to like? What show that you like to watch? Oh, you like to watch that show too? Bet. Shit, let's kick it. Well, how about this? I'll grab some snacks. I'll grab some drinks. We kick it. We ain't talking about Netflix and chill. We don't got to do nothing. We kicking it. And we just go enjoy our time together. We can have a conversation here. But because we don't want to come off as creepy, we don't want to come off as weird, we don't want to come off as this guy that's eager, we're not going to tell you to come over to the crib. So we going to do what we do. We're going to take you out. We going to try to, spend some time with you before we actually ask you to come over. All that extra stuff, man. If we could bypass that, we would. Let's be 110% clear about that.
It's not that hard to find a bar or a restaurant where you're going to be spending a lot of money.
Well, that was a very tactful way of talking about the lifestyle creep of catching flights.
No men don't. Men only do it because they know that's what some women actually want. Most men, they don't care for that. Because they know the reason that a lot of men show off their stuff is because they know that some women are attracted to it. For the men who don't care about that, for the men who don't really care whether or not that she rocking with him because he got money or not, man, he don't care about that. Yeah, they want to show her new things, but they don't care to do it the way that she want to do it. They want to show her new things when they want to do it. That's the difference. Because if a woman comes out and say, well, I want you spending $500, I ain't finna spend no $500 on you. But if he sees the type of woman that you are, the character and the value that you bring to him, then and only then is he willing and wanting to pay the $500 or want to show you the world. But that's because you have already provided the value that you've already displayed the value that he likes. What are you talking about? No. Now, the ones that you're talking about are the ones that they lead with their money. Those are the ones that y'all get finessed by. The ones that lead with the money. And once that money's gone, most chicks, they up and leave because they led with money first. The ones who actually have money and are securing themselves, it's like, shorty, I don't gotta show you what I got. I know I'm good over here where I'm at, but I don't gotta break bread on you. I don't gotta do that. But just know I'm comfortable. I'm straight. I'm good. I don't need your money. It's two different types of men out here.
Going out on expensive dinners here. But there's something else that I wanted to talk to you about, and that's this viral TikTok trend, the stay-at-home boyfriends that are on the rise. I'm curious, what are you saying? What are you seeing in the workforce that explains this trend?
They want to do it on their time. They don't want you to tell them what to do because that's when it's like, nah, you're not finna tell me what I'm finna do with my hard-earned money. I want to actually do it for you because there's a reason why I want to do it. Not because you told me that I should do it.
Well, I'm a millennial, so I know for us millennial women, We are not dealing with a stay-at-home boyfriend. I can't think of any one of my friends that would ever go for that. But I think that what we do see Gen Z do a lot is they are upending a lot of traditional gender roles, and that would be one of them, right? The concept of the stay-at-home wife or the stay-at-home boyfriend now becoming the stay-at-home, or the stay-at-home wife or stay-at-home girlfriend now becoming the stay-at-home husband or the stay-at-home boyfriend. I don't know how popular that trend is, though. It might seem popular because it's got a lot of...
Man, that's not, I think it's just a talking point. Let me be honest, because I don't think there are many men out here that are stay-at-home husbands. And I don't think that there are many women out here that are stay-at-home moms. Now, are there some that actually want to be stay-at-home moms? They would much rather prefer be at home, spending time with the children. Yes, absolutely. There are some. And I think that's dope. There are some men who don't want their woman to make money at all, and the man just only makes that money. Cool. But your average, everyday man and woman out here, both of them are working. Both of them are working. And it has been that way for a long time. This is nothing new. Because I don't know why we're having this 50-50 conversation. Most men and women have been working. Now, there are a lot of situations where the man takes care of most of the bills and the woman only pays, light bill, water bill, or something like that, something very small and minuscule. But ultimately, both are working. What's up, Ken? Both are working. And it has been that way a long time. A lot of us grew up in the two-parent household where both parents were working. It's nothing new. But the problem is when, I don't know where it started, I don't know how it started, but we got to a point where a lot of situations, a lot of conversations comes to, well, I don't do 50-50. You ain't a real man if you ain't taking care of 100% of the bills. What you mean? Because last time I checked, when I grew up in the two-parent household, regardless of both of them were working, we still knew the dynamic of the relationship. We still knew the man was the man, the woman was the woman. That doesn't mean one was better than the other, but we knew that there was a hierarchy. When difficult conversations had to be had, guess what the mom would do? She would lean towards the head of the household, and she would confidently say, well, my husband is the head of the household, so I got to check in with him. There was no issue. There was no shade. There was no belittlement. There was nothing. And guess what? The father will look down. The father will look at the mother as, listen, I couldn't do this without you anyway. I couldn't do this without my lady. There was a mutual respect going on, but for somehow we gotten so far away from the rails that I don't know what's going on. Now everybody talking about dating is hard. Since when? Since when? I think y'all make it hard. It's just like when people talk about, well, it's hard to make money. We can't make a livable wage. Well, first of all, you're buying things that you don't need. You just want. You're paying for a lot of things that you don't want, or that you want versus what you need. You just bought a brand new car for what? That car was working. No, what you want to do, you wanted to impress the Joneses. Because you wanted to let them know that you got a new car, that you're doing good in life. But when you should have took that money and you should have put it back in the brokerage account so that way you can grow your money and put money into your 401k. That's what you should have did. What you should have did, instead of moving out of your parents' household, you should have stayed in your parents' household so you can stack up your bread. Because guess what? Your parents was going to let you live there rent free. And you could have been stacking up bread. But instead, you wanted to move out. You wanted to be independent. Now you out here complaining and talk about you can't make a livable wage. Now you struggling living paycheck to paycheck. You just got into $100,000 of debt going to college on a degree that you ain't even using. Now you in debt. Now you talking about, oh, I need a man that makes 6 figures. Why? If he ain't making 6 figures, then he ain't the man for me. What does that even mean? You don't even make 6 figures. You make $38,000 a year. What you mean you need a 6-figure earner? You ain't even in the same spaces as these men. What are you talking about? I'm just saying.
TikTok views, but I don't see a lot of Gen Zers actually going for it because I don't see a lot of Gen Z women making enough money to keep a boyfriend at home on their couch taking care of the dog.
Well, that's fair. And then there's also the anecdotal of folks not going for it. Kristen Myers, thank you so much for your insights today.
No worries.
That's because everybody has the conversation. They're always having the conversation of the outliers of the conversation. Oh, what this family, they're over here making 6 figures. Well, let's break it down. How many men are actually making 6 figures? And especially if you're a woman that wants a black man, 6 figures. Okay, so that percentage decreases a lot because there aren't many men who are making 6 figures. Now, there are more men in the percentage of making anywhere between $50,000 to $80,000 a year. You can get that. That doesn't mean that you can't build from there. Nobody wants to build anymore. Nobody has the bandwidth or the wherewithal to want to build anymore. They don't want to get in a relationship like, all right, this is where we're at. This is where we want to be. How are we going to get there? All right, I got some debt. I made some bad decisions in life. Okay, well, listen, let's figure out how we can fix that. Boom, she comes into it with her little debt or whatever. Instead of y'all sitting down and having a real conversation on, listen, where do we want this relationship to look like? Where do we want to go in the next 10 years? Where do we see ourselves in the next 10 years? What does that life look like? Now you start to reverse engineer on how to get there. Well, first, let's take care of all this BS debt that we don't need that's holding us back. Because let's be real, a lot of us are working simply because we got debt. That's why a lot of people are actually working. That's why a lot of people are attached to their jobs, because they got debt that they got to pay off. They made a lot of bad financial decisions and is probably still making bad decisions to this day. Don't understand how to invest their money properly, invest the money into themselves so that way they can get themselves out of debt, so that way they can live true freedom. They can live a true free life. But don't nobody want to learn because we're too focused on drama. We're too focused on, oh, well, you need to be making 6 figures. Newsflash. Y'all do know 6 figures earners, they still are living paycheck to paycheck, right? Because guess what happens? You get somebody who's making $50,000 a year. It just so happened they get a break. They get to it. They get a job and it's making, they're starting to earn 6 figures. Let's just say $160,000 a year, right? What do you think the typical mindset of a person that goes from $50,000 a year to 6 figures? What do you think their mindset is? Their mindset is what? Okay, well, I can move out of this apartment. I'm gonna give me another apartment, which is more expensive because you were just paying $1,100. You were just paying $1,100 a month for this apartment, but now you finna go and get a new condo, which is gonna run you about $2,500 a month. Oh, okay. Well, shoot, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I got enough money to fund this. Then guess what's gonna happen too? Now you're gonna go buy a new vehicle, a brand new. You're gonna buy that new Mercedes S-Class, or if you're a woman, you're gonna buy that Mercedes C-Class. Now you killing them. Now you making videos and talk about, well, see, this is what hard work gets you. I don't want no broke nigga around me. I do my thing. All right. Now you just added more debt. Now that Mercedes C-Class that you just bought, you paying anywhere between $800 to $1,000 a month. When the car you had before, when you had that Toyota Camry, you was only paying $200 a month for it. And it was almost paid off. But you just had to go and it was itching. Your pockets was itching. You had to go buy a new one. So now your life has, you have elevated your lifestyle to what you're making. And now you're doing the exact same thing that you was doing when you was making $50,000 a year as you're doing when you're making 6 figures. And now you're still living paycheck to paycheck because now you're going to keep up with all these payments. Instead of staying where you were at that apartment or at that hotel, at that apartment that you were living in that was paying $1,100 a month, and keeping that same Toyota Camry that you was paying $200 a month. Now your finances have elevated. What you should have did, went ahead and paid off everything, and then you can start investing your money. So now you can really grow your money at an exponential rate. So you ain't got to worry about it. And then now you're making money 3 to 4 times hands over fist. Now you can say, well, I can sit back, I can kick it. Now I can actually go and buy. Now I can afford to go and pay for this $2,500 condo. Now, if I really want to, is my Toyota Camry really that bad? It really ain't. I got a few more years in it, so I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off on it. Then when you really feel like it's time to buy you another vehicle, then you can do it, because now your money is straight. Now you're good. You're out of debt. You don't have any debt. Now you can go pay for it. Now, if you're smart enough, now you could probably go buy this vehicle. You could pretty much pay it in cash if you wanted to. But hey, I don't know nothing. But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. And if you gain any value from this video, make sure you share this with your family and your friends.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I remember my uncle and aunt was making great money. She was a nurse. He was an executive at AT&T, and the relationship ended because he wanted to rule over her like she was a pet. Why is building framed as something you can only do with a romantic partner? Can I build with my sister? You can build with your sisters, but do you want to be in a sexual relationship? Do you want to be in an intimate relationship with your sister, or do you want to be in an intimate relationship with your man? Nobody. Look at Deliver Us from Evil. They built financial stability through a pot, right? But eventually, they want to be with a man. So yeah, you can build with your sisters all you want. You can build the foundation. Nobody's telling you that you can't do that. Home economics is a powerful thing that people don't use. Group home economics. Why not? Move in with your sister. Move back home with your parents. So that way you can free up some money, so that way you can get ahead. Why not? What's embarrassing about it? That's why if I saw a 30-year-old man right now, he said, listen, man, I'm about to move back in with my mom. I'm about to move back in with my parents today, because I want to make sure I get ahead in life. I want to get rid of all my debt. I don't want to have no debt. So the next 5 years, I'm going to make sure that we pay off all this debt and we get 10 times ahead. So that way, when we step out, we step out. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But society would tell you, oh, nigga, you 30 years old, bro. Why you moving back in with your mom? Because I'm trying to get ahead and I don't want to be in debt like you. I don't want to be out here crying and struggling, talking about $100 groceries. Or I don't want to care about me having to fill my gas tank up when gas is $4 a gallon. I don't want that to be an issue for me. So I'm moving back in with my parents so I can pay off all this debt, so I ain't got to worry about it. Sounds like the smart thing to do to me, but hey. People are too narrow-minded to know that building in a relationship is just one part of the entire picture, but that's what people tend to focus on. Facts. She said, what are you supposed to be building in this relationship? What you mean what you're supposed to be building? We can build with anyone, but the relationship part gets the most attention. It's tiring at this point because the horse dead and gone. Kim, in my opinion, they're looking to survive. I think why the relationship is the face of it. It's still a popular conversation because men won't let it go. Men won't evolve and accept their. I disagree with you on that one, Kim. I think there are more women that are talking about men. They're still having this conversation because women want. Here's the real conversation though, Kim. We see far more women making videos, making posts about men versus men making posts about women. And a lot of times the posts that are made about women are a reaction to what a woman has said. So no. If women, I guarantee you, if women got offline right now and stopped making story time, stop making any content about a man, you won't see content from men about women. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But because a lot of women are making videos about men, men believe and feel that they need to say something. Like, nah, shorty, you wrong. Because women think y'all are right all the time when you're not. And that's a lot that has been told to y'all for ages. A lot of times y'all just say a lot of BS that doesn't work for y'all. Y'all think that just because, well, for whatever reason, just because you're a woman, that the world is supposed to revolve around you, and it don't. That's the honest God truth. That's why. And then when men try to give y'all some insight, you don't want to take it. You shame them. You guilt trip them. That's what happens. And then guess what? It fuels up this gender war, men versus women. Because now it's like, okay, well, shorty, since you don't want to listen to me, I ain't finna listen to you. Oh, okay, you want my 6 figures? Well, what do you bring to the table? Since you're independent, since you don't need a man, since you take care of your own bills and your own responsibilities, what you bring to the table then? Why do you feel as if I need to make 6 figures and you ain't a 50-50 woman, but yet you're independent though? Pick one. Which one is it? Are you 50-50 or are you an independent woman? You don't do 50-50 or are you independent because you can't be both? That's the conversation that happens. But nobody wants to be real about the conversation. So, but yeah, that's what happened, man. But let me read the super chat real quick. Read that super chat.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years? Nigga, more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to Kim West for the 10 ball. She says money making court. Hey, listen, we getting there. We getting there, man. We are getting there. Day by day, day by day. I appreciate y'all for showing the support to the channel. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. Let me say, she says because men believe women should submit to them and a normal minded adult just don't think like that. No, see, but I think no, I disagree. When a man says submit to him, that means respect him. But I think y'all take submit as you should be walked over, as if you're just a floor mat. That's not what that means. It means respect that man for who he is. Respect that man and understanding that he is a man. And regardless of what you say, oh yeah, it is my full top 10. But it's understanding that he is a man. And the last thing, in understanding that you are a woman, you thrive in being a feminine woman, he thrives in being a masculine man. And at any point where you try to cross those lines and you try to jump over it and try to make him seem as if he's less of a man, that's where the problem comes in. That's why he says submit. Because let's be real, Kim, if the world were to go to hell right now, who y'all gonna lean toward? Are you gonna lean towards another woman? Don't tell me yes just because you want to be right. Be honest. When you want protection, are you going to another woman or are you preferring it to be a man that's gonna protect you from harm? I just seen a video the other day where women were upset that men said they're not going to jump into situations of domestic abuse because there was a man who got unalived because he tried to stop this man from hitting on a woman and he ended up getting shot. And women are upset at the fact that men are saying, nope, I'm not jumping in. I'll call the cops, but I'm not jumping in. But the fact that y'all don't even have the foundational respect for a man, that's why they're saying you need to submit. Because y'all live in a first world country. Y'all really think shit's sweet until a man has to show up. And it's like, oh, hold on. I didn't expect that. I know you didn't because you thought I was pussyfied over here. You thought because I didn't lay my hand, you thought because I was chilling, I was refraining myself because I got emotional intelligence. I'm not allowing my emotions to control me right now. I'm in control of my emotions. I'm chilling. Because I know if I would have hit you with a right hook, I'm knocking you clean out. And I know the consequences behind that. So I'm chilling. But y'all don't even have the basic respect for a man. So that's why they're talking about it. Y'all treating men as if they ain't nothing. That's why they're saying, no, you need to submit. No, you're not. I'm absolutely looking for them because men will do what they have always done. And then when where? Name a police officer, name a firefighter that hasn't done their job like they were supposed to do. Name it. Yeah, you're right. The world of men aren't sweet. Why do you think men have respect for men? There are certain reasons as to why, but this is where you're missing it. Men have respect for men. We understand certain situations. We understand, like, listen, bro, there's a certain way I gotta move around, because if I don't, it can get crazy over here. It can get wild over here. But y'all are so coddled as women. You don't see that. Y'all think that y'all can say what y'all want to say because y'all know that a man is not gonna put his hands on you. Why? He can go to jail, and he don't want to go to jail over a woman. You're missing it. The world of men ain't sweet. You're right. The world of men ain't sweet. Men are very dangerous, and yet y'all act as if men aren't dangerous. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why they say you need to submit to them. Because if the world were to go to shit right now, guess who's gonna protect you? The men. Women ain't gonna have no women. You aren't gonna be able to do anything. You won't. What are you gonna do? You can't fight a man off. You can't fight a man off. So what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. And that's not hate towards a woman or anything. I'm telling you the reality. This is a first world country. If you really want to know what it's really like, go over there to those third world countries and see how they operate over there. And let's see if you think that you will actually make it. Let's see. Police and firefighters are held to rules and standards. You say if the world goes to shit, guess what? Who gonna your Kim, baby girl, listen to me. Sweetheart, listen to me. If the world were to go to shit right now, there is no woman that's gonna protect you. There's no woman that's gonna be able to protect you. Simple as that. She might be able to fight off one, maybe two. But when you think you got a multitude of men, and y'all say men are dangerous, right? Which men can be. But there are also dangerous men who protect women. That's the other side of the coin that you don't realize. There are also other men who protect women who don't want to see women harm. They're also dangerous. So with that being said, because they're going to protect you, they have to be dangerous as well. So, like I ask you again, who's going to protect you? A man will. Two things can be true at the world. Two things can be true at the same time. There are men who don't like PDOF files. There are men out here who don't like rapists. There are men out here who stand and uphold the standard of what a man should be. And they're willing to die by that shit. And hold those other men accountable who aren't holding up that standard. That's what you're missing. All men aren't bad. Men are told to be, listen, you are to be a kind and respectful man, but yet you need to be dangerous when the time comes. That's the part that you're missing. That's the part that you're missing. You missing it, sweetheart. You missing it. You missing it. You missing it. You missing it. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be a zebra or a lion? Would you rather be a zebra or would you rather be a lion? Which one would you rather be? Because last time I checked, lions will automatically destroy a zebra. So you can use that same analogy. Women are zebras, men are lions. Would you rather be protected by the zebra, or would you rather be protected? Kim, you only keep looking at. I'm gonna address this last part, then I'm gonna move on to the last topic. Kim, I said two things. You can't keep addressing just one side of what I said. I said there are two types of men. There are dangerous men who want to do harm to women. There are men who are kind and respectful and who want to protect women that are also dangerous. So, the men who want to protect women will protect you from who? The men who are completely dangerous, the ones that are rapists, the ones that are PDUFIs, the ones who want to do harm to women. They are the ones that will protect you, so they also have to be dangerous. So, the question then says, who are you going to be protected by? You're going to be protected by that kind man who can be dangerous. Come on, man. Y'all got to work. This is y'all problem. Y'all don't listen. You only hear one part of what I'm saying, and you don't hear everything. You live in the United States of America, correct? Are there bad things that happen in the United States of America? Yes. But would you rather live in Iraq, or would you rather live in the United States of America? Ask yourself that question. And if you want to live in Iraq, then go ahead and pack your bags, hop on a flight, and fly over there and live over there in Iraq. And let's see how you actually love it. Come on, man. Come on, shorty. Come on, be with me now. You've been here long enough. You should understand. You should understand that. You should know this by now.
We were ever engaged.
Right, so let's get into these women. Let's get into Sarah Fadnat and B. Simone. Sarah Shorter gives the dating advice most women don't want to hear. So we're gonna get into it. Then we're gonna give our thoughts and our opinions. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Like, what do we do? And he's like, I don't know. So we got back July 5th. From July 5th to August 12th, he was like, still had his little roster, juggling people, talking to girls. I'm still going out with the guy I was just going out with, getting to know, going to the movies, having conversations, talking, doing all the things, playing card games, et cetera, et cetera. And August 12th, he told me, you need to get rid of that dude. And I said, first of all, I'm not getting rid of nothing. I'm not letting go of a man that's marriage-minded to be your girlfriend, because we had had this conversation before. The reason why Brock and I had never committed to each other before is because he was just seeing how stuff was going. I want to be married. I want to be a wife. I want a husband. I want a covenant under God. Do you hear me? Like, I don't want to be a situationship. There's nothing attractive about that. So he was like, all right, well, you need to get rid of him. I said, well, if I'm going to get rid of anybody, you need to get rid of all your girls too. So he was like, okay. So the next day I let go of the other guy and he let go of his girls. So now we're having conversations. August 18th, we got married. He said, he called my dad. He asked my dad for permission and we went to the courthouse and we got married. September 8th is when he proposed to me.
Shout out to the courthouse bandits. I like it. If you want to know the true meaning of I want this relationship to be something real, you take that joint to the courthouse. You don't need all the extravagant $50,000 wedding. You don't need all of that. Because if you really rock on that person, you really locked in with them. Listen, you don't care how it gets done. It gets done.
When I didn't even know that was going to happen. We planned a trip to go back to my hometown, and our parents are the only ones that knew we were married, because we were going to tell everyone I don't know, later when it was like, it was okay that I didn't even know I was going to get a wedding. And then he was like, you deserve a wedding. You deserve the dress. You deserve all the things. So do it. So now
But
I'm
you
like,
didn't even care.
no, I didn't care.
Wow.
I didn't care. I want to be a wife. I don't just, a lot of women are thinking
Want the
about
aesthetic.
the wedding day. Yeah, I didn't care. I did not care.
Right.
And then he proposed in Saskatchewan.
Look how she lit up. Look at her, bro.
In front of my,
she happy that she's a wife. A lot of women don't want that. A lot of women, they just want the aesthetic. They want the Instagram post. That's what they want. They want to be able to show it on the Instagram feed. They want to be able to show the world how they got married and how they looked in their wedding dress. But yet they're terrible as a wife. They're terrible as a partner. They're terrible as a person to build with. Because they don't know how to follow. They don't know how to be a part of the program. They want to be an individual. I'm still an individual. No, you are one. We are one. And if y'all really want to break it down to the nuts and bolts, listen, shorty, you are an extension of me. So how you behave when I'm not around and how you move when I'm not around, it says a lot about me.
whole family, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, my nieces and nephews. People flew in, and then the people that couldn't fly in sent in a video. Like, everybody knew. And I was like, because I'm observing. You can't really get a lot past me at all.
That's a fact.
So we were married before we were ever engaged. So third time wasn't a charm. Third time I was married. And then our wedding happened February 15th, and we announced that we had actually been married for just about 6 months.
That's so cool.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it pop out. Like, my son just graduated.
Period.
Like, stop playing with me.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you know on that sixth day?
Listen, PJ. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna even take that money for honeymoon vacation. No, I'm putting that money back. I'm investing that money. I'm not using on nothing that ain't gonna give us a return. Cause here's the thing. Think about it, y'all. When you get married, there's no time limit. There's no time limit on it. I can come back. We can come back to the honeymoon, because here's the mind frame that I come from. If I want to do something extravagant, I want to do it all. I want to do everything, right? I want to make sure it is the best of the best. And I don't want to half step it at all. So if I decide I want to go on this honeymoon vacation, I want to make sure it's dope. I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want to do nothing. I want to make sure everything is dope. When I take a trip, we talking first class trip. I want the full experience. I don't want to put us in debt. I don't want to put us in a situation where now it's like, dang, man, we could have used that money. I don't want that. So I'm gonna invest that money, because now guess what? If y'all together for a lifetime, bro, there's a lot of time that you can make up. There's a lot of time that you can have that honeymoon. 10-year anniversary. Make it to the 10-year anniversary. You could have stacked up a lot of bread, and guess what? You're far ahead, because instead of you taking that money and using it for a honeymoon, you've already invested your money into a certain stock, right? Or to an S&P 500, right? Or to a stock that you know that's going to gradually build your money over time. So now, by your 10th year anniversary, you can go all out. You can do it how you want to do it. No strings attached. Now we can have a really good time. We can really enjoy ourselves. And then you can frame it as, listen, this is everything inclusive from the first time that we got married to the honeymoon that I didn't give you the first time. This is all included, and then to everything. And this is also a celebration for us making it to our 10 years, because not everybody can make it to 10 years. Now we going crazy with it. Now we truly enjoying it. Now it's like we getting married again. Come on, fam. I'm with that.
Like, this is my husband. Or you knew,
I think
when y'all were friends, was there ever a little not like there's something there, but like, this is my husband.
We'll celebrate a little bit of it, but I'm not gonna do anything extravagant. I would do an in-state resort Something simple. In-state resort. That's all I'm doing.
Husband.
I thought that I used to tell all my girls, so I have a soul sister goddess tribe, right? It's
Okay.
8 women that I talk to all the time.
Okay.
I used to tell them, I hate that I love this man. I used to tell them this all the time. I hate that I love him. Because he was my love interest in skits, right?
Yeah.
So for 2 years, we're doing these skits and he's my love interest. And we got to hold hands and be all cute and this, whatever. And then we hang out afterwards. And I always had feelings for him. I always wanted it to be him. I just wasn't going to play myself. And I wasn't going to let him play me.
I love that.
I was not going to let him waste my time. And I think
I'm not following my feelings.
No.
I'm following the reality of the situation.
Period.
This man clearly told me he ain't on that.
And let me tell you, a man, this is the one time that I believe words speak louder than actions. When a man tells you he just wants to see how it goes, he's just having fun out here. I don't care if that man sleeps at your house. I don't care if he goes with you to events. I don't care. I do not care if that man does not make it clear that you are his girl. You're not his girl. You're not his girl. You're just not. And I think that a lot of us as women, we start off trying to start something with a situationship. Can it turn into a relationship? Yes, but that is the exception and not the rule. Most times when that girl says, okay, so what's going on? Where are we? What are we? Exactly what he said in the first place. I'm just seeing how it goes. I'm just, having fun. I'm just, I'm enjoying you. I really like you. And then a woman will say, because oftentimes, remember, most women now in 2026 are dating for ego.
Yep.
They want to feel chosen.
Yep.
So now I'm going to hold on a little bit longer because that's my man. That's not your man. It's everybody else.
My man.
Like that one girl that told me, cried to me for hours. I do everything for him. Stop. I don't want to say you sound dumb, but like kinda.
For sure.
So I think that we as women need to be less delusional about what is directly in front of us. What is this man saying with his mouth? And more importantly, after he said that, what are his actions saying? Because there are some women that get the man that say, I want to be with you, you're the only one. But now his actions are showing you he doesn't care about you.
He's lying.
He's lying.
Right.
He's lying. He's a liar.
Right.
Period.
Do you think women are asking for standards that they're willing to not do themselves? They're willing to not meet?
I think a lot of women are asking for men they're not qualified for. I believe that with my whole heart.
I didn't say it. Sarah Fodna said it. I'm sorry. Sarah Shorter said it. Sarah Shorter said it. Something that men have been saying this whole entire time. You can want what you want. I did a video this yesterday on this lady name. What was her name? Becky Perry. I did a video on it. Go check it out. She's talking about how she makes 6 figures and she's the top woman in her sales group of men that had been in the position for 20 years, and she was able to get to a certain position in 2 years, and she realized that if I'm gonna be with a certain type of man, he needs to be on my level or higher. And then I said, hey, well, that's cool, but how do you know that man that's on your level or higher is gonna want you? How do you know that? You can want what you want. Nobody's telling you you can't have. Nobody's telling you you can't have dreams. Nobody's telling you you can't have aspirations. Nobody's telling you you can't want what you want. But just because you want what you want, that don't mean you're gonna get it.
I think that if you were to, a lot of these women say he needs to pay my bills, he needs to get my nails done, my hair's done, my all of these different things. What do you bring to the table? Really, realistically speaking,
what do you think a woman brings to the table?
A
powerful, high value.
Yes.
And I'm not just when I say high value, I'm talking about things
Real
outside
values.
of accolades
Yes.
and financial.
Yes.
Right. We're talking about character.
How's she delusional when she's married? How do you know? How do you know? Kim, have you ever been married? And if you have, how long have you been married? What makes her delusional?
Yes. We're talking about how you serve. We're talking about how you show up in your feminine. We're talking about your heart, who you are as a person, how you treat other people outside of your relationship. That's high value.
Yes.
Being a good human. is a part of high value. Wanting more for yourself out of life is a part of high value. Reading and taking care of your body and your health and your mental health and your physical health and
Would that be
getting
small?
up and going to the gym.
Yes.
Taking not just for aesthetic,
Yes.
but because I want to be able to not have a hip replacement
Yes.
at 65.
Girl.
I care about my future. I care about longevity. I care about how I feel right now. I want to use my temple to the best of my ability, not just want to post a picture in a bikini for one summer because I've been on diet pills. But no, I'm in a gym class.
Right. Yes.
And that, to me, that is high value.
Yes.
High value is how you not only treat your partner, but how you treat people in business, how you treat people in your family, how you treat every relationship, who you are to your core.
Yes.
Not just for everyone else, but for yourself. How do you love you? How do you pour into you? How do you show up in the world to your fullest potential?
Yes.
That is high value.
Yes. I agree with you. And I think value is also so subjective.
100%.
Right?
Because it's really, what do you want?
Yes. And who do you want to be?
No, I'm gonna let y'all talk it out in
And
the
who do you
chat.
want to be with? Right? Because some men might think I'm a complete headache. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to love on you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to be in your skin sometimes. I'm going to be in a completely different area and other times. Like, you've got to find your person. But there's one of the things that I love, and I think that is one of my best superpowers, is I am, number one, very helpful.
Kim, let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest. Let me ask you a question, Kim. What is it that you can say good about a man? What are men good for in your eyes? Let me ask you the question. I want you to answer that question for me. What is a man good for in your eyes?
And number two, I'm always seeking the need before it's expressed. And I think that is one of the major feminine traits that a lot of women don't have, because they're constantly looking for, what can you do for me?
I love that.
Instead of, how can I serve you? You know, and not to say that you at the detriment of self, because I don't believe that.
I'm not talking about slavery.
Yes, I don't believe in that at all. Okay, because my man is spoiled. Like,
Right.
he's spoiled.
That's the problem right there. That's where the problem is. When people say serve, when somebody says serve your man, they think slavery. Oh, this is a slave. No. Because guess what, ladies? That man also has to serve you. That man also needs to serve you. You serve each other. It's not about you. It's about the person. So for the man, it's not about him, it's about her. And for her, it's not about her, it's about him. She serves him, he serves her. That's what relationship dynamics is. How can you serve me as a man? What do you bring to the table? I've already put everything out on the table for you, what I bring. What are you bringing to me? What value do you add to me? Exactly. Exactly. So therefore, see exactly what I'm saying. Men are good for doing what women want and need. What does that mean? So men should be at the mercy of women. Is that what you're telling me? And what are women good for? Okay, and what are women good for when it comes to a man? What are women good for?
Right. But so am I.
Right.
You know, and so one of the things that I say all the time is for women to do a real assessment of themselves. And I'm not talking about inflated ego assessment.
Okay.
I'm saying, if you bare bones strip yourself down physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yes, and you think women are to serve men too, right? Women are to serve men too, right? When they're in a relationship, that woman has to serve that man just as much as that man has to serve that woman, right?
Spiritually, financially, and energetically. On a scale of 1 to 10, you cannot use 7. What would you give yourself? Now, if you ain't talked to God in 3 years, do not give yourself an 8 spiritually.
Wow.
If you have not been to the gym in 2 years, do not give yourself an 8 physically.
Oh, let's do mine. Go. What's the ones?
Okay.
Let me read what Tree said. 5 of my brothers are married, and being a sister, I have seen it change and save their lives. Facts.
Sleep.
Okay.
Okay, I need to grab my calculator. Hang on.
Let me do that.
Well, you might have to do some self-evaluation. Do some self-evaluation. Talk to them. Ask them. This is where conversations have. This is where conversations have to be had. They may be hard. You may not want to hear it, but tell them to be honest. And when you tell him to be honest, you have to be receiving of the information that he gives you. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart. I've been thinking. I've been sitting back just trying to observe things, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what value I bring to you. What is it that I can do, or what is it that I have been doing that you have observed that I have brought value to you? If he can't say what that is or whatever, then I guess y'all need to have a bigger conversation. Well, what is it that you need from me? And vice versa. That's a conversation that has to be had. So y'all know where y'all are going. So what's the ultimate plan? Where are we going? What's the goal? Sit down and have a conversation. Have a relationship audit. See where y'all are dropping the ball at. See where y'all can improve. No, just get a woman you want, whatever you want. It's a woman that will provide it. It's bums out in the street that got a woman or two. Okay, so basically you don't. So this is why they say you hate men. This is why people are saying that you hate men, because you're saying that a man should do what a woman wants and gives her what she needs, but yet what you should have said is that a woman should also serve that man, give him what he wants and needs. That's the problem. Everything is one-sided. But Kim, you know what? I figured you out though. You a troll. You be trolling. Y'all don't think you believe what you be saying. I love you though, but you be trolling.
Mentally, scale of 1 to 10, you cannot use 7.
Okay, what's it mentally though? Like mentally, what?
Mentally, are you?
How is my mind?
No, well,
if he's your leader, that's cool. You follow him for sure. Ask him how you can add more value into his life. Ask him. Nothing wrong with asking. Ask what's wrong. Hey, listen. How can I add more value into your life? What is it that you need from me? Because if you're there to serve him, guess what? He's gonna tell you what he needs, just as much as he should also be telling you, like, listen, what is it that I'm doing that I need to serve you better?
No, but like, are you mentally strong? Are you able to make firm boundaries? Are you able to be decisive? Are you able to understand, comprehend, carry a conversation? Are you well read? Are you well learned? Mentally, intellectually, how are you?
I would say 8.
Okay, 8. Mentally, emotionally, are you frazzled? Are you regulated?
I'm a 9.
Okay.
I get emotional.
That's okay. That's natural.
Oh, I'm like, I cry a lot.
Right.
But I'm very much like, got it out, let's get it.
Yes.
Like, let's
I'll
go.
cry and
We're not going to lead into that.
Yes.
We're not going to let that take us off course for the whole week.
Period.
Like, what?
Can't happen.
I'm a 9.
That's me too.
And listen, I want you to see my answers. Give me.
Mentally, emotionally, physically, scale of 1 to 10.
Physically?
Fit.
I am a 9.
Period.
I'm a dog right now, baby.
B. Simone. You know what? I'm not even.
I'm back in the game.
Face beat. I mean, look
physically. Physically,
she
I'm
drank her water.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a 9. I don't. No, you're not. No, you're. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're average. You're average, B. Simone. Let's be 110% honest with you. You're average. You're not a 9. We've seen some 9s. We've seen what 9s look like physically. Stop, man. Stop. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to say that you're a 6 or a 5 or you just average. It don't hurt. I promise you. It won't make or break your life at all. Because now the spotlight gets shined on you even more when you say that you're a 9. Nobody says anything like I'm decent. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm attractive enough to give me a decent looking man, a solid man. I bet, cool. I can rock with that. I bet. But when you start to say I'm a 9 and all because I've been working out, now you lost me. You lost me.
And lime
And let me
water
tell
this morning.
you, I did my assessment. I have a Chinese medicine herbalist.
When did I? Women are the more vulnerable group. You have already admitted that women take on more risks dealing with men. So why shouldn't she have higher? Nobody said have higher. Nobody said that she shouldn't have higher standards. But you still have to do the work. This is why y'all need to read y'all Bible. You still have to put in the work. In order to get a man that you want, you have to put in the work, Kim. What are you talking about? You gotta become the thing that you want. I can't sit up here and say I want a Ferrari and I deserve a Ferrari if I'm not putting in the work to get a Ferrari. This is the delusional mind of a lot of y'all. You think that just because you're a woman, you think that you deserve the world. No, you don't. You still got to put in work too. And just as I said before, there are good men out here. There are kind men, but they also need to be dangerous when that time comes. But most of the time, why do you think there are men that are in martial arts? They aren't taught to be dangerous. They aren't taught to go and provoke fighting. They are taught to be dangerous in case they need to defend themselves. But that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to relationships, that's where the 50-50 comes in. I serve you as you. If you're my girl, I'm here to serve you, just as you are here to serve me. We serve each other. Therefore, we come to an agreement. Therefore, we have to do. You play your part, I play mine. It's not going to be a one-way street where I'm only serving you and you ain't doing nothing. It don't happen. It don't happen. It don't happen like that. No. She said men have created this environment. Men created the environment where women like Brittany Renner and Kim Kardashian are looked at as valuable. No. Y'all created that. Y'all created that. Men did not create that. Y'all created the Kim Kardashians. Y'all created the Brittany Renners. Because the Brittany Renners, we just wanted to bust them down. The Kim Kardashians, they just wanted to bust them down. They weren't trying to marry him. Y'all started getting BBLs because of Kim Kardashian. Because y'all felt as if because a man liked the damn picture, y'all thought that that's what a man wanted to take home to his mama. Y'all got it confused. Because y'all assume instead of ask questions, hey, so why is it that y'all do like these girls' pictures, but y'all ain't really trying to be with them? But I see y'all like the pictures though, so that must mean that's what y'all want. No, we like the picture. That don't mean I want them. That don't mean I want to take them home to mama, because I know what type of drama that brings. There are some men out here who will bust down a 400-pound woman, but guess what? You would never know that because he won't make it public. That don't mean he want to take it home to mama. That don't mean he want to bring it home to pops. That don't mean that he want to marry her. Don't nobody value no Kim Kardashian or no damn Brittany Renner. Y'all do. Because y'all think because they were able to get the high earning men, or when I say high earning, that's why I didn't say high value. I said high earning men. They were able to get some high earning men. Y'all thought that they were the standard. So y'all say, you know what? If Kim Kardashian can do it, she ain't got no skills, but she got the body. She got the BBLs, and she got the waist trainers. So I'm guessing that's what men want. No, that ain't what they wanted. They just wanted to bust it down. That's it. Y'all made it a trend to do that. Nobody, every man has said, listen, I don't want no girl with a BBL. I don't want a girl with a BBL. I don't want a girl with a BBL. I don't want a girl with a BBL. Guess what y'all going to do? Go and get BBLs. Oh, because Cardi B got the BBLs and she still got married, but guess what? She ain't married now. Or what about the Meg Thee Stallions? Can't keep a relationship. She put a man in jail that didn't even shoot her. But guess who is probably one of the most successful women, but she still praises her husband. And she made the song. To the left, everything you want when your mouth to the left, to the left, don't you ever get to. And guess who also made the song? Who run the world, girls? Who run the world? And guess what we call her doing? Praising her man. Miss Beyonce. Praising her man, thanking her man. Serving her man. She's still married to him to this day. They still thriving. Doing phenomenal with their kids. But guess what though? Look at Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's kid. Look at the difference between Blue Ivy and her. That should tell you. That should tell you. Y'all don't listen. Y'all ain't gonna learn, man. Y'all ain't gonna learn.
I'm on it. I've been on it, but look now, I've been in and out the gym for the past decade. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
I done been on GLP-1s. I'm finally doing it the hard way.
Yes.
There's no cheat code
at all.
I took my panels. I did my bioscan. What does my body need?
Yes.
Not what you're telling me. Not what you do. Now I know you do.
Do you do? No. Don't speculate. No, don't speculate, Kim. Don't speculate. If you don't know, don't speculate. Because you're not going to sit up here and say, do you honestly believe? Because guess what you're using? You're using your own thought processes of what you think somebody else is going through. You don't know her life. You don't know if she's happy or not. So don't even ask that question because he don't know either. Neither one of us don't know if she's happy or not. But yet and still, guess what happens? What we do know, their relationship is still intact. Their relationship is still strong, and they're raising their child the way that their child's supposed to be raised. Versus Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. That should tell you more than anything. That should give you a great blueprint of the situation.
That raises my cortisol. I can't do that. I know you. I'm a Pilates girly right now. I'm in the gym 3 times a week. I go to sleep by 9, 10, 11 the latest.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5:45. I have my routine. I've been doing that for months now.
Come on.
I'm a 9 when it comes to that. 100%.
Period.
It's my lifestyle now. It's not a trend anymore.
Period.
And how I know it's real? Because I can't post it. I'm finally doing it for me. I'm not doing it for a swipe.
Right. For you don't even know validation
You don't even know.
That's why your mentality and your emotion is high. Okay, right there. Okay, financially. Scale of 1 to 10.
I can't use the 7.
No, now this is the thing.
Don't move the goal.
I'm budgeting. What's that? A 6?
No, it's not about budgeting. When you think of success, the highest level of success for you, whatever number that is a 10. It can't be. Yes. So wherever you think you're supposed to be at, that's a 10. Wherever you are is the rest of the scale.
I can't use 7.
No.
So instead of using 8, I'll use a 6.
Okay.
I'll use a 6.
Okay. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, energetically. How's your energy? Are you bubbly? Are you kind?
I'm
Are
a
you
10
up?
right now.
Come on, baby. Come on.
I love this. Because baby, look at what the Lord has done.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
A year ago, I think so many of these would have been under a 7. And I would have tried to use 7 as a cop-out.
Ooh.
7. No,
Yeah.
average.
7
I'm
is
passing.
safe. Right.
It's so safe. I'm
Girl.
passing. Thank you, God. I
Yes.
can cry right now. This is so exciting.
Come on. Okay. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually,
I'm a
financially,
10
energetically, spiritually.
I would say a 6.
I'm surprised by that.
Because I haven't been as consistent as I would say for a 9 or an 8.
Okay.
My consistency can be better.
Okay.
Now, daily, I'm praying without ceasing. I'm talking to God all day, but taking that intimate time and sitting down and getting in my word right now is a 6.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie about that.
Okay.
I want to be more consistent with intentional time cut out.
Yeah.
Do I talk to God every day and pray every day? And yes, am I making decisions every day?
Yeah.
I'm praying without ceasing all day.
Come on, Thessalonians.
But
yeah,
the consistency of you making this hour and a half for the gym.
Yes.
You get it, but 5:45 for Pilates.
Crazy.
Where is the hour for the Lord?
Yeah.
I haven't been consistent with that.
Okay.
Right. I could say,
listen, bro, I need to do a series with this. This is a lot of information to take in. I think this would be pretty dope. This is a lot of information to take in. I think I might do a series on that. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to Sarah, Sarah Shorter. Shout out to B Simone. I can be 110% honest. I have seen the transformation in her and how she's been showing up in the public eye lately. She's taking a step back, trying to gather herself. I see that, right? I see the actual changes in her, which is dope. Still got a long way to go, but the trajectory in which she's going is dope. I'm happy for her. I'm gonna be 110% honest. I'm happy for her. I'm glad she's finding herself. She's finding God. She's not going with all these gimmicky BS, and she's coming into herself. That's what's up. Shout out to her. Let me give her a round of applause, man. Let me give her a round of applause. Shout out to you, B Simone. Hopefully you see this video. But other than that, man, yeah, I think I'm gonna do more on this because this is pretty dope. It's very, very good information. Sarah Shorter, per usual, she's definitely gonna hold the women accountable, and I like that. I like that aspect of holding other women accountable and giving them the real raw truth, and not just because there are always gonna be some women that's gonna push back. It is what it is. The ones that get the message are gonna get it. The ones that don't, you may either leave them by the wayside or give them some time to actually come around. But the ones who actually want to improve, the ones who actually want to be better, the ones who actually want to serve their men, the ones who actually want to get married and be in relationships and don't always have to give a pushback about, oh, but what about this? But what about that? They want to be better. They want to be wives. They understand what it takes to be that. And then they're going to attract what it is that they put out there. They're going to receive that. They're going to receive it. So ain't no reason to continue to keep trying to fight with the women who want to continue to be on the wrong side of history. If they want to be by themselves, let them be by themselves. They'll figure it out by themselves. While everybody else who wants to be in a relationship, who want to be married, who want to be in that long-term relationship, who aren't trying to be in a war against men, and they want to be loved and cherished by a man, they want to serve the men, allow them to. Don't shame them. Allow them. And for those men who want to serve and cherish their women and understand that they want to build with somebody, absolutely. And become the best version of yourself as a man. Don't ever stop becoming the best version of yourself as a man or as a woman, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. And you build and grow together. Simple as that, bro. But if you gain any value from this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification. If you want to become part of the Free Agent Society, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Facts. Let's see. Let's say PJ is no, just be honest. No, you bringing in outside things to prove a point. Yeah, you in Houston. How about you ask Beyonce if she's happy and prove me wrong? I don't see happiness. I see successful business, and that's fine. Well, marriage is a business too. That's also another thing that y'all don't understand. Marriage is a business, but also I can see her being happy as well, doing her thing. She said it best. We don't know. Beyonce don't need Jay-Z to be rich, so why did she stay? That's a great point. It's a great point, PJ. But you was willing to say Beyonce sold people this idea of being happily single. Yeah, she did. She sold y'all this happily. Who run the world, girls? All the single ladies. Yeah, she did. Just like Cardi B did. I don't cook, I don't clean, but yet guess what she was doing? Cooking and cleaning. What you mean? They be selling y'all a facade. Same thing, shit. Same thing with Meg Thee Stallion. She be saying the same thing, but you see her out there cooking for her dude. But the only difference is she extra. She got something else going on. Mm-hmm. Facts. PJ said, why you... Boy, Kim avoiding questions like the play. But yeah, man, it was fire. This was fire. Listen, y'all. I got more videos that I'm going to be posting today. I'm going to clip on some of these videos and I'm going to post them up today. Make sure y'all show love to it. Make sure y'all hype the videos up. Make sure y'all share it with your family and friends, because guess what? We making changes. We doing big things. I want y'all to make sure y'all sharing this with everybody, all right? But again, we ain't close to our 10,000 hours yet, so we got a long way to go. So you know your boy gonna be here for a while, all right? But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me. I appreciate y'all for showing love. I appreciate y'all who supported the channel. Kim, PJ, appreciate y'all for the super chats. Of course, whether we listen, here's the thing: whether we agree or disagree, it don't matter. We all are gonna come together one day, and we all gonna come to a common ground. And if we don't, we don't. But it's all love at the end of the day. We don't censor anybody. You can say what you want to say here, but that don't mean that you aren't gonna be challenged on your thoughts and your opinions. All right. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all, and until next time.